Dang, gotta respect the early gang. Hello, Orbis, and anyone else who happens to be here. Welcome to another Danganronpa 2 stream. Hope it isn't too loud. No, hey Flo. No, everyone's here. It's crazy. The man. Am I the man now? That's very flattering, I guess. To have the definite article. The. Oh, it's Flo. Never mind, Flo's the man. Few seconds into stream and I'm already enjoying chat. Hey Moon. Wow. This is more of a turn up than Man sword. This is more of a turn out than I was expecting this early. If at all. To be honest. How's everyone doing? I have a little bit of a snack here that I wanted to finish. All men now. Do you guys think guy should be a gender neutral term? Because when I say like you guys, or you know, whenever people use that, I feel like that should be a good gender neutral term. IMO. Is that what men do? I've done none of those things. No, sorry to hear you're tired, Moon. I'm also quite tired. More from the week than today itself. But hey, we'll all power through this stream somehow, I guess. I want to just finish the snack before I get into it. It's literally like one bite left. One unprofessional streamer. Eating food right before the stream starts, or right as the stream starts. If I had eaten it before, it would have been fine. So last time, we did a lot of free timing. Who did we free time? I think we got S rank on Gundam. Spoke to Mahiru. We weren't allowed to give the toy camera away, even though we had 2 of them. I think that was everyone. Weirdly. I could have sworn there was more. I get a good old stare at Mahiru. Every stream has one, right? Every stream's... Oh, whoops, just bumped the mic. I just wanted to turn a little bit. Every stream has one. And then, I believe Hajime was like, I need a game. I should give it a try, just a little, just to see how it is, you know? He's a desperate gamer. So we'll leave. Oh, I forgot to check on my pet. Ah! We also, maxed out our pet and they reset. That was cool. I wonder what pet we'll get this time. Hey, it's the real gamer.
Huh? Where are you going at this hour? The Monokuma announcement was just made.
Well, you know, what about you? What are you doing?
Hey. I was about to go back to my cottage. Anyway, what about you? What do you mean, you know?
Snakehemi exploded into coconut juice and money. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful cycle of life. Got a little hungry, so I was thinking about getting a snack from either the restaurant or supermarket.
I see.
I'm just gonna bring the mic a little bit closer. A lot of mic adjustments early on. It was the last thing I moved around before the stream started, so I wasn't quite satisfied. So, I'll be going for now. See you later.
Hajime.
Huh?
Yep. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow.
I feel like she totally saw through me. That's a much better dynamic for the Kyoko Makoto thing. Whoa. I saw Nekimaru and Peko just like in the distance. Look at that. It's menacing. Look at that. But you know, Kyoko would always see through Makoto, but Makoto was a tool. So anyone could see through him. Hajime, also pretty obvious there. Whoa. And Soda's also about. But you know, it was like, at least it wasn't Makoto.
Have a minute?
Hajime, good timing. There's something I wanted to ask you.
Me? What is it?
No.
I wanted to hear you. I mean, a general opinion.
Huh? Is this about what we were discussing earlier?
It's Peko 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 and Neko Neko Neko. Yeah, I guess. What are Peko and Nekomaru talking about?
Anyway,
Regarding my inquiry, do Nekomaru and I really look like we're cosplaying as characters from a fighting game?
Yeah.
Huh? Cosplay?
When I walk down the street, I'm often told, I look like a fighter from this game or a martial artist from that game. Fool! I can't understand what they're talking about. No matter how you look at it, I'm only a team manager.
I don't know where my voice is today. I haven't had any tea yet. And it's the key. The tea is the key to my voice. But blazes, it's hot. No matter how I look at it, that's clearly not true. What are you talking about? Oh wait, team manager, right. That happens to me, too. One time I was cornered by a strange group of people holding cameras. It's very annoying. Happened to me as well. Fun fact. When I was 12 and in the Philippines, I walked into a store. My hair did not look like this. Let me give a demonstration of what my hair looked like. So I need to take my tail out. This is my hair in full swing. It's not what it looked like either. What did it look like? Yeah, boy. So imagine it's shorter for one thing. But it looked kind of like this. Kind of like that. It's gonna come out a little bit. Kind of like that. A little bit. Like that. And I kid you not. I kid you not. I got cornered in a store by the employees. And they asked me if I knew Justin Bieber or was his brother. And I felt very uncomfortable. I was just trying to buy or look at electronics. And then they would not give me some space. And it was like really like one employee, then two employees, then all the employees. It was crazy. And I didn't enjoy it. I enjoy telling the story, it's funny. But like, I was 12, man. Look at the top of his head. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't know how to do that meme. Now I need to tie my hair back up. So yeah. That was my experience in the Philippines. It wasn't that bad overall. I actually quite enjoyed it, I think. Preferred Singapore though. It's much harder in Singapore though. Man, Singapore's a hot place. My hair looks kind of silly now. I prefer the way it looked before I did that. Oh well. One day I was cornered by... Oh yeah, it was very annoying. So what did you do? You don't understand polite requests to stop. It's not my fault if I'm forced to get a little violent. I'd starve. Wow. I think it's better if I don't know the details.
But Peko, we must confirm it with Hajime.
What? This is completely different to my normal voice for Nekomaru. I kind of find it funny though. But I'll revert to the normal one. I mean, yeah, but this was back in like 2013. So he wasn't as, in my opinion, he wasn't as attractive as he can be, or is now.
No matter how others view us, we are ourselves. There's nothing to worry about.
I apologize.
I really don't know what I'm doing with this voice at the moment. I haven't warmed up at all. You're right, I agree. I apologize. Apologize, Hajime. Just forget about it.
Now that you mention it.
He was pretty young back then, yeah. So was I. I was 12. So, anyway, why are you here? What are you doing out so late? Well, I couldn't really go to sleep, so I was thinking about going for a little walk.
I see.
I see. Be careful then. Oh, you were born 2 days after Bieber Boy. He doesn't make the worst music, I'll say that. Sometimes it's good, but I mean, he doesn't really write his own music either. He's quite talented, like as a performer, I think, and a musician. Like singing, drumming. He's talented. I just don't think he really makes use of that talent for the most part. His songs are good though. But you should be careful, just in case. Yep. Soda, I don't really want to talk to you, I'll be honest. Let's go see what's happening with this game. Do you want to explain that? I mean, I wasn't talking about Ghost Riders in general, I just meant like... I don't like the idea
of putting your name on something, or having one name for something, one name on a project, at least at first glance, when so many people have put their effort into it, you know? So like, if you are listening to an artist and it's just like, oh, it's Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber must have done like all of this. I mean, sure, you know instinctively that he didn't do all of it, but you don't know who did. I'm just like, man, I wish there were an easier way to know that stuff. I'm trying to remember what sorry sounds like as well. Is it too late now to say sorry? 'Cause I miss more than just your body. Something like that, I don't know. Is it too late to say sorry now? It's alright. It's alright. I think, also, I don't associate that time in my life, when that song came out, the most positive feelings, so that's probably gonna influence my opinion as well. Mahiru, what are you doing here? Yeah, about that. I was thinking about taking a picture of the ocean at night. The ocean at night? Isn't it dangerous? Be careful.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure thing. Bye. She seemed pretty agreeable. It's not like Mahiru. Usually she'll say something like, mind your own business. I guess we're going to... This pose is quite something. Hajime, lean your neck back a little bit more. I remember back then, I was probably listening to a lot of Imagine Dragons. Yeah, that sounds about right. Hajime is so rigid. If we zoomed in, we could make a Gorillaz cover album with him. Cover album? Album cover. Very different. He is pretty uptight. Second island time. TikTok. Second island o'clock. I should head over to the park for now. The park? Oh, I forgot where the game was. My bad. He's doing the virgin walk. Oh wait, it's this way. I forgot where the game actually was. The game is afoot. Just checking. I think our pet's going to change soon as well. Wonder what we'll get this time. Another snake Emmy? So here I am. If the game turns out to be dangerous, I'll just stop playing it. So I should just go for it. But wow. That's not a very gamer review. I guess for now I should try playing it a little. I cautiously stood in front of the arcade game. The screen automatically lit up. The game. As I faced the screen, I put my hand on the joystick. Am I gonna have to game now? Should be an adventure game, right? Should be easy to control. Oh, it's non-fiction. Huh. I don't like this OST. This game has a strange, old-fashioned vibe to it. Wonder, is the person who's controlling Monokuma actually pretty old? Oh well, I should try to start it up. Press start if I press the start button, right? It'll start. Now then, let's begin. Oh, this is a whole thing. Now then, let's begin Twilight Syndrome murder case. Please press the start button with your own hands. Yeah, so it's real. This is a remix of Beautiful Ruin. Or a rearrangement of it with different instruments. I'm here for it, man. Girl A. Or Girla. Yeah. This sounds more like 16-bit.
Ah, it's already late. I'm gonna be late for our meeting. Everyone's waiting. I gotta hurry and go. If I'm late, everyone's gonna hate me. They're waiting in classroom 1A.
The control's exactly the same. These models are. Haha.
Man, you're finally here. So you're so late. What were you doing? I'm sorry. If you're angry, I'm sorry. Don't be mad.
We're not angry.
Just hurry up and get over here. Okay. I should go talk to girl B for now. because you had something important to say, right? What's this about? Obviously, it's about yesterday's incident. Hey, you already saw the newspaper, right? Yeah. Huh? What newspaper? God, you're such a slowpoke, girl, eh? It's in today's evening newspaper.
It's like how the Flash runs in Justice League, the live-action movie.
This one, here you go. Just read it.
I can't. Rip Flash. You really don't think this was cool? Anyway. Man, I love DC, but man, Warner Brothers has made some poor decisions with adapting it. At around, July 8th at around 6 a.m., a janitor from XX Academy came to work. 6 a.m., wow. And discovered the body of a female high school student in the music room on the second floor. The student had been struck forcefully in the head with a blunt object and was already dead. Hold on, they were like, this is a work of non-fiction. Everyone is named girl A through Z. The student had been struck forcefully and was already dead. It seems the killer broke a window to escape. Based on the details of the crime, authorities say the investigation is ongoing and believe someone may have snuck into the school to commit the act.
I was a little surprised. I never expected it would make the newspaper.
Oh boy, that's a lot of acronyms. Speaking of DC and Warner Brothers, did you guys see the MGM? I don't know what MGM is off the top of my head. I'm not reading that next one out loud. I'm not giving people the soundbite. Oh yeah, MGM. The one that, they make, James Bond films, don't they? Yeah, I heard about that, but, yeah. I don't know what's gonna change.
It says someone may have snuck into the school, so they might be thinking that a pervert did it. It is the only lead they have. I mean, her school swimsuit did get stolen, too. That sick, twisted bastard! Sneaking into a school to steal a swimsuit, killing a nearby girl and escaping out the window. Yeah! We're all in danger, too! But, is this really okay? We were the first ones to discover the body, and we kept it a secret. It would have been the same no matter who found the body first. Don't worry about it. It's not like we have anything to hide anyway. That's right, all we did was find a body and not report it.
That is a crime, I'm pretty sure. Never mind.
It's not really a crime.
Girl A talking about a corpse they discovered. Why didn't you report the body?
I wanted to look around for any clues.
This is an Amogus joke. I'm not very good at that game. Still fun though.
But still. I know you're a masochist, but there's no way I'm going to get involved in this.
What do you mean, I know you're a
Listen, I know what you're into, but I'm not getting involved. I'm finally a student at this academy. There's no way I'm getting expelled over something like this. Right? Isn't that right, Girl D?
You're looking at a chalkboard, I think. Or just a wall. You're looking at a wall.
Yeah, I agree, but... What's up? You don't seem so sure. I actually have something to discuss with you guys.
See, there's a gender neutral use of the word guys. They're all girls, A through E.
Girl D, I wonder what's going on. What does she want to talk about?
Hello. We're so tall. It's in the locker. Is this a fun part of the game?
To be honest, I ended up taking several photos of her yesterday.
Now they're playing other remixes of the Danganronpa songs, I think.
Are you talking about the body? We might get questioned by the police, so I thought I should take them just in case. Where are those photos now?
You think it's a dumb motive? Well, we'll see. I find it funny so far.
I have them right here. What? I don't want to look at them. We're definitely gonna get cursed. Cursed? Stupid, curses aren't even real. You seriously need to throw away those photos. Give them to me. Hey.
Oh wow, and now we get to see the front of their faces.
This is bad if you rip up like that, the curse. I just said curses don't exist. It's better to just rip these photos to shreds and throw them into the incinerator. Girl D, if you have any digital copies, you need to erase those too. Okay. Hey Girl E, what happened? Why do you sound so desperate? Never mind, let's just forget about the whole incident.
Oh, so she killed the girl. Okay. So Girl E killed the girl, and she's worried that there's evidence in the photos. Okay, I get it. Tea is finished. It gets cold so quickly. It must just be because we're moving into winter. It's almost the end of the month. Crazy.
We had nothing to do with it, and we weren't the ones to discover the body. Okay, the end. Seriously, let's just go home already. Come on, it's getting late.
Now loading. 4th day. Oh, that was 2nd day. Before, I think.
Man, it's already...
Oh, it's Girl E.
Man, it's already late. The hardest part of being in the archery club is changing clothes.
Is that the hardest part? I always wanted to do archery when I was younger.
Everyone's probably gone back by now. Then, I guess I have to go back on my own. And this is around the time that incident occurred too. Ah, jeez, why am I thinking about something so stupid again? That's right, I just gotta hurry up and forget about that incident.
Oh boy, what's happening now? This game looks different. The hardest part of any part of a girl's life is changing clothes. Hello, Ben. Are you back? You get honey? I forgot to ask for honey. Is changing clothes really the hardest part? I wouldn't know. I won't let you forget.
Huh?
I won't let you forget.
Who's there? Where are you?
I won't let you forget. I won't let you forget. I won't let you forget.
Forgive me. Forgive me!
Okay. I see. I do not have £1 billion on me right now. Sorry. Never, 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 never. I will never forgive you. Did this happen to someone? One of the real people in our boss?
Girl A. What happened? Did something happen? This is bad. This is really bad. Her head is split open like that one time. It's probably the curse.
What do you mean that one time? Oh. This is very funny to look at. I think.
It's the curse. It's all the curse's fault. Because of the curse, Girl E. What happened to Girl E? Take a look in there. Class 1B.
Are you guys gonna... Okay. Kissing each other's... Oh, one of them's kissing the other's back. It's fine. Clatter, clatter, clatter. Oh, wow. There's like an FMV. Game over. Down 5. No, that was that. Ha! No. I hope not. Huh? This is the end? Wait, now it's game over for some reason. I don't get it. Even the game structure doesn't make sense. That was terrible. It started with the 2nd day all of a sudden and jumped to the 4th day afterward. Great motive. 2 out of 10. Why were the 1st and 3rd days skipped? What's with this down 5 message on the game over screen? I find this interesting so far. Down 5. Who's down by 5? That's not what I think it means. What the heck is this? I don't get this at all. How would this be the motive? Well, boy howdy, I feel like killing Gundam now. No, you don't. Probably missed a few. Hold on, I know what happened there. There you go. It made a little typo. And a little silly typo. Is this what it's like to play a terrible game? Now it's a waste of time to just stay here, so I should go back to my cottage and think about it. No, it's an arcade game, so you're meant to put like more quarters in. I went back to my cottage feeling hazy and disoriented. As I tried to think about why I felt so strange. Yeah, exactly. Oh, there's a video that Tomsko released recently that I find quite funny. Which was one man 27 impressions or something like that. But one of my you know what? I might ruin the joke if I talk about it now, so never mind. Skip. Just watch the video. It's a funny video. Fell asleep without realizing it. Same. I always do that.
Hey,
Life isn't about just moving forward. When confronted by an important question, it's good to stop moving and take your time thinking about it.
I feel like the advice has improved from the first game.
For example, my stomach hasn't felt well all morning, so I ran to the restroom as soon as I got off the train. But right when I was about to enter, an important question stood before me. Life is like that every now and then. Suddenly an important question gets in your way. The important question that stood before me was the gentleman sign on the restroom door.
Excuse me?
As I resisted the overwhelming urge to poop, I thought about it desperately.
Every red food is shrimp. Yeah, oh, crab. You mean crab.
Am I really a gentleman? Do I have class? Am I honest? Am I faithful? No. Why am I even hesitating? Of course I'm a gentleman. A regular person wouldn't last 5 minutes resisting this urge to poop, but a gentleman most certainly would. Filled with pride, I ran into the restroom meant for gentlemen, and what awaited me was another important question. The important question that stood before me was the Western style and Japanese style signs on each door. I was definitely born in Japan, but haven't I forgotten what makes clean, beautiful Japan so good? Do I have enough confidence in myself to take a Japanese style poop? As you can see, there are always important questions waiting for you.
brought to you by Monokuma.
That's what life is all about.
Wow, that was deep. I feel like that the difference is just the like bidet versus toilet paper, isn't it? For that? I don't know. I really don't know.
Ahem! Hope's Peak Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make. Good morning, everyone.
I just felt like doing that for some
Looks
reason.
like today is gonna be another perfect tropical day. Now then, let's show some enthusiasm and make sure to give it our all today.
Hiko had a folder when he left from the game. Oh, interesting. Ah, fair enough. Learn something new every day. Morning, huh? Yeah, and that game is still a mystery. I don't even know why it would be a motive. Has it been 2 days in a row? Sphincter isn't as bad as, like... I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. Oh wait, what happened then? I should just bite the bullet and try discussing it with everyone. I guess I should head over to the restaurant. That's what I was thinking. Leave here? Yep. Yippity-doo. I wonder if I can leave, because I still want to find... Nah, it's fine. It's gonna try to look for a hidden Monokuma, because I feel like soon we're going to discover a dead body and the Monokuma will not be there anymore. It probably is gone anyway. Yeah, because I finished free time. Yeah. I'm checking my pet. That's regulations. Yep, knew it. Let me try giving it another present. The 3 should be findable still. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I have an extra ramen, eh? Yay. I wonder what happens if I just spam presents into the pet. Hello, Mikon. Hi, Mikon.
Hello.
Good morning. Such a nice day today. I'm so glad it's sunny. I mean, if it wasn't sunny, it'd be a waste.
Huh? Waste?
It's nothing. I was only mumbling to myself just now. So, I'll excuse myself first.
Waste what? Is something going on? I don't know what's going on. I certainly don't know what's going on. Hey, Ibiki.
Poke, poke, poke.
Poke, poke, poke. What are you groaning about?
Why, you.
Ibiki isn't groaning for some gross reason like Nekomaru does. I'm worried about a more sublime, a more serious matter.
And that matter is?
Ibiki's music genre from now on.
Music genre?
I escaped the pop sounds of the girl band genre, so I'm thinking about changing my musical stylings completely.
I haven't completely fallen out of the Monokuma voice. I see.
But there's nothing that comes to mind. This is very troubling.
Meow.
Hajime, if you think of anything, I look forward to hearing your advice.
Yeah, because Hajime knows about music. But is that something you can really decide on a whim? I think going to acid jazz. Why not? Only one person's in this lobby, apparently. Good morning.
Hey.
Good morning, Hajime.
Ah, it's rare for you to reply so quickly in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah, I just finished playing a game right now.
Hey, hey.
More importantly, I was just wondering, is someone bringing food to Nagito?
I brought him food yesterday morning. I don't think he needs anything else. I don't know about the others.
Is it alright if I see how he's doing later?
No? No, don't feed him.
I'll head over to the restaurant for now.
Don't feed him. No one else is here. What a shame. If Yoko is around the entire game, I'm going to leave a bad review.
Good day.
Good morning, Hajime.
He feeds on hope.
I love hope.
Yeah, good morning. After greeting everyone, no, you greeted one person, I put some food on my plate and sat myself at a table near the window.
Yo.
What is it, Hajime? Is that all you're gonna eat?
What?
You just eat too much Akane.
You.
You want to talk, all you eat is candy.
Why?
Just because it's candy doesn't mean you should make fun of it. These gummies have 4 different fruit flavors, so I'm sure they're full of nutrients.
No, they
Like-
aren't.
You should just eat real fruit.
I don't know, my voices are just like all over the place today. I freaked my brother out earlier by doing this, and I have no idea why it freaked him out so much. So yeah, if he's still watching, can't escape it. It's just moving my eyebrows. Anyway, it seems like a bad time to bring up that game all of a sudden. I mean, we did agree before that we shouldn't even play it.
Let me tell you this.
Is Mahiru missing? Hmm? She is. We weren't staring at her.
No, is Mahiru dead?
Please no. After Gundam said that, I looked around the restaurant. Sure enough, there was no sign of Mahiru. She does wear the school uniform. Please no. She's always here, every morning. It's strange for her not to come. Okay, Inside Out is a little bit more uncomfortable in my opinion. Yeah, it's yeah. It's a little bit uncomfortable to see that, I'll admit. But this is just my eyebrows. No! Mahiru, I refuse. Mahiru isn't dead.
I wonder if she's not feeling well.
Maybe.
If she doesn't feel good, that's fine, but there's a small chance that she's...
Oh no, Hyoko actually likes Mahiru as well.
A small chance she's what?
I saw Mahiru, she was outside the hotel.
Oh, I see.
Jeez.
Jeez!
Oh, she's picking up on Mahiru's thing.
This is such a spooky thing.
Let's go.
As punishment, how about you run around in a circle 3 times, say woof, and jump off a cliff?
2 birds with 1 stone. No.
I don't want to die like that.
Hey, hey.
But what was Mahiru doing outside the hotel?
Yo.
She said she wanted to be alone. I even asked her to come eat with us, but she turned it down.
What?
Wanted to be alone. But maybe she's planning to play that game.
Shut up.
What are you saying, pig barf? There's no way Mahiru would play video games. She's not like that slowpoke gamer girl over there.
Why is there such a stigma against video games in a video game?
Huh?
Were you referring to me? Eek! I'm Pigbarf, aren't I?
Big barf, gross. It's like it's going to be impossible to start talking about the game. While I was lost in thought, someone quietly sat down across from me at the table. Was it Nagito?
Yo!
No, okay, it was Hajime. It was Soda.
Hey, Hajime, got a second?
What is it? Kazuichi leaned forward out of his seat, glanced quickly around the room, and whispered to me,
I played the game, and I won!
Yeah.
Today, 2:30 p.m., come to the supermarket.
Hyoko has gone far with most of her sentences.
Don't tell anyone else about it.
Huh?
I'll tell you the details later. Everyone else can see us right now. It's, bad.
Does he mean it's bad?
Fiend.
Hey, what are you lowly creatures discussing amongst yourselves?
Well...
Nothing.
It's, got nothing to do with you, so, just relax and go away.
Do you think I was worried about you fiends? You make me laugh! Laugh, I say! You've elevated arrogance to an art form.
Shiver!
What sort of supreme ruler feels concern for the ants who are destined to be crushed?
My name is Gundam Tanaka!
I am the forbidden ruler who makes even the god of darkness flee in terror.
Fall, my tears.
All I desire is silence and indifference. Silence and indifference. Aw, it's hamsters. Never took him for the lonely type.
For now.
Aw, was sad, in a way. I feel like is Gundam just like... I feel like he's just been abandoned as a child by like his dad, and his mom didn't cook very well, and he's just had a sad life, and he found like solace in taking care of pets. It makes me feel bad for him. An emo core band. What's an emo core band? I don't know the genre emo core. I know emo. But usually when you add core to the end of music genres, they get worse.
Anyway, Hajime, that's what's happening, so I'll see you then.
You know, right?
Just so you know, make sure you conserve your energy.
Huh? Conserve my energy.
I'll see you later.
What was that about?
I don't know, man.
Instead of talking about games, I received a strange request from Kazuichi, and that day's breakfast came to an end. Kazuichi told me to go to the supermarket at 2:30 p.m. What did he mean when he told me to conserve my energy? Well, I guess I shouldn't wander too far right now. Oh, it's another free time! Oh boy. Another free time? This game does give you quite a few of them. I'm glad there are better characters in here. And some that I actually want to talk to. Who are we going to talk to today? We have a lot of coins. We could go buy some more stuff. Yeah, why don't we do that? And I leveled up. Level up. He wanted to meet us at the supermarket? I wanted to go here anyway. I didn't quite want to start this yet, actually. Maybe I was mistaken. Oh wait, at 2:30 p.m. It's still morning. What else can we buy from here? How many do I have of stuff? I want to load up a little bit. I have one of these. And they're very cheap, so I'll buy a few. Maybe I'll get a potato chips for some reason. And then we can throw some money into the gacha, why not? Yeah, that sounds like an idea. Is it a good one? Who knows? How's everyone doing, by the way? Is it a good day? People having a good Saturday? Yeah, I genuinely want to know. While I think of another prompt. Oh, I'm glad to hear, Barbus. Yeah, let's give it a quick go. What do we get? Oh, that looks cool. Oh, I wonder if Ibiki would like that. It's an instrument. It's a great day. Oh, nice. I didn't see what we got there. I'm glad to hear all of you guys are doing well. Is that Samus? I don't know what that was. Oh, that looks new. That looks cool. Oh, lucky. Yeah. He's not good at biting stuff. I don't think you'd want him to be that good at biting stuff yet. Oh, another one of those. Okay. Just gonna throw in 2 more. Ah, I don't mind the sunflower seeds though. I can always feed them to my pet. What is nice is that you can just feed any duplicates you get to your pet. And I got the Bajobo dolls. That's enough for now. I'll hang on to 50 coins in case. Before we get going. What did we get? Non-alcoholic wine. A refreshing drink that contains no alcohol. It tastes more like sour grape juice than actual wine. I wonder if Sonia would like that one. Potato chips. A staple snack food made by frying thin potato slices in oil, but bears dangerously high calorie count. Many men have lost everything after betting they could only eat just one. Haha, sure. Silver ring. A ring made from the purest silver with a natural pink tourmaline set into it. If you need to get a present for someone and have no ideas, get them this. That's a good hint. Maybe everyone likes this item. Oh yeah, I could always get another tips and tricks. Nitro Racer, a toy car that was popular a few years ago. A unique feature of this product is the nitro button. Pressing this button releases a very nice breeze from the car. Interesting. Got 2 of those. Old-timey radio. A radio with a retro exterior but state-of-the-art technology inside. All you gotta do now is create a radio station. Maybe Ibiki would like that as well? 2-sided ukulele. This tropical instrument is stringed on both sides. The sound changes depending on which side you play. The outer side produces a light, happy sound, while the inner side produces a dark, heavy sound. Bajobo dolls. Made from seeds and coconut fiber, these are used in Buddhist prayers. You determine your wish based on how you position the arms and legs. Bojobo dolls. I don't know how to say it. Sand god Stormhorn. A broken horn from some unknown creature. Those who possess this horn will be able to read the wind. Oh, this sounds like a really good present for Gundam, actually. But yeah, we can leave. That was good. I think I got at least 1 present for Ibiki, and I wouldn't mind giving her that. Also gonna give another present to my pet. Why not? Here you go, have a Avocado baguette. I wonder what happens when you have like high hope and it goes up. We'll see. Where is Ibiki? I wonder. Where is Gundam? Ibiki is not there. I almost said Chihiro, but Chiaki is. Azuichi told me to conserve my energy. I guess I shouldn't wonder. Oh. Is that what he meant by that? Well, a little bit limited now. This is Nekomaru. I might just buy another gamer guide then. And then... Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I'll buy another guide. And then we can talk to Chiaki, because I don't really want to talk to any of the other people. At least not right now. Yeah, I would. Let's get tips and tricks. It's cheap. I wonder if there's an item in there for everyone that everyone likes, but I don't really know. And when you kind of like figure out what item works best, ooh, what's happening? You can just keep buying it for whoever you want to talk to. Okay, cool. I wonder what hour? What does it actually say there, by the way? Oh, it's a question mark, question mark, question mark. Okay, I wonder what it's going to become. Let's go to the hotel. Don't really want to talk to Nagito. Although he probably has some good skills, considering he was in the last game. Although I'm not meant to know that, and I don't think everyone's going to be impressed if I say I do. Because I am just basing that on some rather flimsy evidence. It's not that flimsy. He looks similar to Makoto, he has the same voice as Makoto. And Byakuya was here, so I don't see why Makoto wouldn't be. Ding dong! Ding dong!
Who is it?
I must have missed him. Yeah. Oh, wow. Once again, everyone else's pads are way cooler than ours. This is a lot of, that's an actual NES, isn't it? These look like copyrighted, consoles. Anyway, Chiaki, what's up?
I don't want to spend that much energy today. I think I'd rather just sit still and read a book or something.
Reading a book, sounds good. Sure.
Hey, hey.
You wanna read too? Let's go to the library together.
Can you get that line before you find the library? I spent time today reading with Chiaki. Looks like Chiaki and I grew a little closer. Yeah, let's give her a present. I would like to give her gamer guides. Oh, where'd it go? There it is.
Isn't that a pretty rare item?
Thanks.
This seems a little... I feel like I might raise the flag.
Is she sleeping again? She wanted something to read after all.
Hey, if you're that sleepy, why don't you just go back to your room and rest?
Where does Hajime think we are?
Morning.
No, since you're here, let's talk. If you give up at this level, you'll never defeat the Warlock Lord. My adventure ended like this. That's all you're gonna get.
Looks like she's half asleep.
Huh?
Half asleep. He's American.
I can't believe you don't get my Shadowgate joke.
If you're bored, do you want to go somewhere? You might wake up if you go for a walk. Wow. It's like,
I can't believe you didn't get my joke.
hey, if you're bored, we can just go. It did sound like, wait, that is a Shadowgate joke. I know that game. Whoa! I know that game. It has a lot of ways to die in it. I just remembered. I saw someone playing it on a stream once. That was crazy. This just reminded me of it. Why does Spike own that? Own the rights to say that at least.
I wanna go to a fun place.
Fun place, huh? The supermarket. The airport where people hang out at the hangars. Want to check out the airport?
There might be a gunfight at the airport, so I don't want to go.
Is that a Call of Duty joke?
Do you get motion sickness when you watch somebody who sucks play an FPS?
Should choose somewhere else. A fun place would be the supermarket. Oh, that was correct. I thought the park would be correct. Should we go check out the supermarket?
I like running over zombies with skateboards and wheelchairs.
Is that... What reference is that? These are all game references, I think. Is this, what's the one where you're stuck in a mall? It's not Left 4 Dead. It's I do like running over zombies with skateboards and wheelchairs. Dead Rising, that's it. Yeah. Thank you, chat.
Chainsaws are the strongest though.
Yeah, it's definitely Dead Rising.
Sounds fun, so it's fine.
I don't really know what it means, but I guess it's fine if Chucky is okay with it. I wonder what the last option would have been. Chuck and I walked to the supermarket together. We walked through the aisles and looked around without buying anything. Well, yeah, because you can kind of take it, can't you? The only things that require money are the presents, for some reason. Because this place is so big, it has an amazing selection of goods. Christmas ornaments, bamboo grass for the... Oh wait, he's American. Bamboo grass for the Star Festival. This place has too much of everything. What happened, Chiaki?
What is this? These sweets look cute.
Oh, those are sweet rice crackers for Girls' Day. Man, this place seriously has everything. Like that's a Japan... a Japanese holiday, or a Japanese day. I vaguely feel like I've heard that. To my westernish brain, that makes no sense.
I see, they're called sweet rice crackers.
Eat them during Girls' Day, you know?
Huh?
What's Girls' Day?
Huh? You know, it's on March 3rd. You're a girl. Didn't you celebrate it with your family? I can also blow out my cheeks like an anime girl. cute, right? Oh crap. Anime girl, chubby cheeks. I'm sure a lot of people like them. I'm largely indifferent. I'm sure she has her reasons for not knowing, but even so, Oh yeah, my Faye does do it. That's a good point. No, it's nothing. Forget about what I said.
Nope.
I don't really mind. I did have a family. My father.
You had a father? Then your mother. No, I shouldn't ask about something like that.
Hey.
Hey, so what is Girls' Day anyway?
Yeah, please explain it to me. It's a doll festival held on March 3rd. Dolls are set up so you can pray for girls' health and success. Then you eat stuff like sweet rice crackers and or mochi that comes in different colors. Sounds fun. I wouldn't mind. I want to go to Japan, man, someday. But apparently it's much easier to get a visa if you have a degree. So that's one reason to finish my degree. Oh boy. I have not played Doki Doki Literature Club, nor seen any videos. Well, no, I've seen videos referencing it, but I haven't like watched a playthrough.
I see. That's amazing, Hajime. You know a lot.
I guess more than Makoto does. Or did. It's nothing really. I'm not saying everyone is supposed to know this. But for her not to know what Girls' Day is, what kind of past does Chiaki have?
It's fun to go places with someone. Plus, you teach me lots of interesting things. Hey, let's go somewhere again, okay?
Aww. Yeah, let's do this again. We made that promise and left the supermarket. I do like Chiaki. Chiaki's nice. I need to think about a place I can take Chiaki that will make her happy. Oh boy, I just realized that if we max out friendship with Chiaki, something very unsavory will happen. Chiaki's report card has been updated based on your experience with her. Nice. Is that 3 hope fragments? Just took Chiaki back to her room, otherwise she'd just find a random place to fall asleep if I let her be. Looks like it's almost time to meet up with Kazuichi. He told me to come to the supermarket. What's he talking all of a sudden? Thinking. Wow. Reading today has been tough. And also speaking. And keeping it a secret from the others. I don't want to think about it, but he's plotting to... No, there's no way someone as carefree as him would do something like that. I didn't even have to walk out myself. Hold on. Quiet. Quiet. It's coming. We always respect the drop of this song every single time. It's a channel policy. I feel like my chair is making a lot of noise, but I can hardly hear it. Huh? It's well past the arranged time and there's no sign of Kazuichi. Why did you come here so late? All of a sudden, the anxiety I had been keeping inside me began to swell up like a balloon until...
Yo!
Yo! Wah! Wah!
Whoa!
Whoa! Was that Waluigi?
Hey!
What the heck? Don't get all pissed off just because I was a little late. Late? Oh, I get it. I totally forgot he's that kind of a guy. A guy who doesn't mind showing up late even though he's the one who asked me to come. That kind of guy. Well, it sort of makes sense. So, what do you want? Why'd you call me out here like this?
Hey!
Well, you know, can you do me a little favor? A little favor? I just overheard something. Apparently it's Miss Sonia's idea for a change of pace. Looks like the girls are secretly planning to go splash around at the beach. Doesn't seem so secret now. Wait, don't tell me you... As expected of Miss Sonia splashing around in the seas, a nice idea. I admire her so much, it's shocking. My heart trembles around her so much it's about to burn out. So, let's crash it together. Wow, you're such a cool guy, Kazuichi. Very cool. The drop gets you every time? Gets me every time as well, Barbus. Every time. Every time he doesn't know. Sorry, I just was reminded of the song by Boy Pablo. But why me?
Hey! Hey!
Well, it's weird to fake a coincidence all by yourself, isn't it? So how about a scenario where you and I go to the beach and then we run into the girls by coincidence? Huh? Hey, you better not say no. I can't ask any of the other guys to help me with this.
Man.
Nekomaru can't keep his mouth shut to save his life, and Gundam is, well, Gundam. Hiko and Nagito are out of the question. Why can't you? You could try asking for Yuhiko. Nagito would probably do whatever you ask him. So, I understand where you're coming from, but I don't feel like going to the beach. Hey! I took the time to prepare your swimsuit, you know. I'm already engaged to Gundam. He gave me his invisible underwear. And now you're just gonna walk all over my kind act? You're snapping at me? If you say no, I'm gonna bug you about it until you die. There's no way he's joking about that. This is Kazuichi after all. What about until you die, Kazuichi? What about if you die first? I have no choice then. Fine. Yahoo! This is all the Mario references. Yahoo! That's my Hajime. That's how a soul brother should act. No, I'm about to become the Blacken. I'll bug you until you die. Well, that was easy. So, what do I have to do? Well, based on what I overheard, it looks like they're going to Chandler Beach on the second island.
All right.
That's why we gotta head over to that diner first. Our plan is to be at the beach before they get there. We're gonna act like it's just a coincidence.
Got it, so I need to go to the diner.
Engines revving.
Yahoo! Yahoo! I'm getting all excited now.
Well, that makes one of us, I suppose. Looks like you can't take a hint. Okay, Kazuichi. You'll find this hard to believe. Why are you telling Nekomaru this? Yeah, sure, let's leave. Let's go to the diner. Oh, well, how many steps does my pet need? 77. I'll probably get that by the time we get there, actually. So we might see our new pet before we even get to the beach. First of all, are you sitting down, Nekomaru? Okay, stand up. Okay, now sit down. You're gonna want to sit down for this. Oh, it's Gundam. No, I want to talk to my boy. Take me back. I wanna go back. I wanna go back. What song is that again? Oh, it's The Good Life by Weezer. Yeah, it's the only investing of mine I respect, of course. I already told you. All I want is silence and indifference. I see.
Huh?
Hey, Hajime, it's all good, so let's hurry up and go.
Aw.
Looks so lonely. If you want to hang out, just say so, man.
He looks like he's having fun with his hamsters. What are you saying, Hajime? Oh, pet. What, do you mean Gundam's face when he's like... Oh! We got Pig Gimme. Oh, the rollout. Interesting. Is it based on the Zodiac? The Chinese Zodiac? Is Pig Gimme a good one? Do we like Pig Gimme? I feel like by the end of this playthrough... That hair though? Whose hair? Do you mean Kazuichi's? I mean, yeah, it's alright. Also, have a good time lurking mood. I hope my voice isn't too annoying or anything. Pig Gimme is pretty funny though. I wonder if it corresponds to the Hope and Despairs. Because how many signs are in the Chinese Zodiac? Ah, whatever, I'll give you a present. I bought a bunch of sunflower seeds. 12, okay. Well, we'll see. How many? Yeah, there's only 10 for the hope meter. And there's 10 for the despair meter. I don't know. I have no idea, man. I have no idea. I don't mind Big Gimme. If it is based on the Chinese Zodiac, I wonder which one I would like. Isn't there a dragon? I'm mistaken. If I'm mistaken, oh well. But hey. Oh, Kazuichi, please stop smiling. But do you know who he reminds me of now? That character from Fire Force. It's a show I didn't finish. Nagomi. Dratini. Yeah, I didn't finish Fire Force. Seemed interesting enough, but it was like, it didn't hold my interest, I guess, in the long run. Yes, Kazuichi? Alright, we're here! Yeah, that wasn't really a challenge. Now we just have to stake out a spot and wait until the ladies arrive. Is he sure about this plan? I mean, isn't that a little too stalkerish? Here? What do you want me to do? Talk to you again? And when are they gonna come? Did you happen to overhear that with your sensitive ears? They mentioned something about coming a little after the sun starts to tilt, so maybe around 4 p.m.? It's 3 p.m. right now, so we still have to wait 1 more hour? Always make your move early. That's just the basics, you know? Yeah, I don't know if you should be talking like an expert right now.
Hey.
Hey, it's fine, it's fine. Just make sure you keep watch by the window. It'd be bad if you didn't catch Miss Sonia on her way to the beach, you know? It's our job to keep that from happening. To get to the beach, they gotta pass in front of the diner.
Engines revving.
You better keep your eyes peeled. This isn't a game. If this isn't a game, then what is it? I don't know, a visual novel? Little joke there. Yeah. Anyway, I really should have just said no. Sitting at a table by the window, I rested my chin in my hands and absent-mindedly stared out the window. Are they coming? Did they arrive? It hasn't even been 10 minutes yet. Are we there yet? What's that Shrek quote? No. Can you stop speaking for 5 minutes? That's it. 20 minutes passed, and then 30 minutes. As time passed by, the only things that grew were the volume of my sighs and the weight of my regret. That's poetic. Say, what kind of swimsuit do you think Miss Sonia will wear? Since she's a foreigner, how about a bikini? Hey, what's up, Celestia Ludenberg? Why do I feel like someone's about to die? I don't know. I hope not. Since she's a foreigner, how about a bikini? Oh yeah, I guess they're Japanese, so they're used to one pieces? One piece? Ah, wait, there's a double joke there. Don't you feel like there's a pure, innocent, mythical fantasy hiding between the top and bottom of a bikini? You mean a stomach? Even if I wanted to agree with you, I don't know how to answer that. I kind of would just tear him asunder. Yeah, wouldn't mind. Wait, huh? And that's when it happened. In the corner of my eye, a certain someone walked by the front of the diner. Huh? Isn't that? I wonder what happened. Guess I should head over. He left the diner in a hurry and ran to where that person was standing. Was it Mahiru? No, it's Fuyuhiko.
Huh?
You bastards! Knew it was you, Fuyuhiko. What are you doing here?
Shut the hell up.
That's my line!
Hey.
What the heck? You're awfully tense. Actually, why do you seem so flustered? Who are you calling flustered? Don't go making false accusations, you bastard!
Huh?
Stupid sexy Fuyuhiko. What do you mean? He's not that sexy. He's not sexy? What? And he looks like a child. Don't tell me. Oh man, is that it? You overheard my plan, didn't you?
Huh?
A plan?
Huh?
It's no use playing dumb. You overheard my plan and followed us all the way here, right?
Hello!
Hey, what are you doing at this place?
Oh my
Okay. Sexy baby face. Anna. That's a strange combo.
Hello!
Hello. Today is another wonderful day. Well,
You're done for!
Oh wow, I didn't know she would have voice lines like that.
you're not gonna get away now that I've caught you. I got so nervous I ended up blurting out something weird. But please don't hate me. I'll take the punishment as much as you'd like.
Well.
You two, this is such a coincidence. Just according to Keikaku. Perfectly. So natural. Ibiki as your DR2 waifu is a pretty valid choice, I think. I'm not sure it's as valid as Gundam. I don't really know. I don't have a favorite yet. Well, I mean, we've S-ranked Gundam, so there's that. We have his invisible underwear. How's my pet doing? Just checking. Okay. I never expected to coincidentally run into you guys here. Really does suck at this.
Well.
Man, actually, Hajime and I were about to head to the beach together.
Oh my.
Could that be where you ladies are here for? That's such a coincidence. It even seems like destiny. Something's obviously suspicious. Your eyes are moving around like salmon before they lay eggs.
Well.
No way, I'm always like this. How should I put it? I always pay attention to my surroundings.
I can't keep watching this. As I sighed and looked away from that embarrassing sight, I realized that he had disappeared. Huh? Where did Fuyuhiko go?
Well.
Well, regardless, you two have arrived pretty early. It's only 3:30 p.m. You still have about 30 minutes until you meet the others. Why do you know we're going to meet with the others?
Why, you?
And you even know our damn meeting time! Well, it was, you see.
For now.
Anyway, let's cherish the coincidence that brought us together. So, is it okay if we join in too?
Wow, he got forceful all of a sudden.
Aww.
So that's your ulterior motive. You're probably here for Sonia, aren't you?
Well,
I really have no desire to do something so rude, like decline the offer at all. But Sonia was the one you planned to go to the beach, so we need to ask her.
Of course.
And it's all good. It's too devastating to think Miss Sonia would decline, so I just won't think it.
Wow. That's a lot of guys, isn't it? Right there. I don't know. Is he being an optimist or a pessimist? I don't really get it.
hey, hey!
Hey! Is it alright if we go inside now? Ibiki was gonna eat a good meal first, that's why I came early.
Eating before you go to the beach, isn't that not good for you? I don't know. I thought that was an urban legend or something that you shouldn't do that.
Sure thing, let's wait outside.
Can't take my mind off Fuyuhiko. Oh well, I've come this far. That's a line. Apparently, Hajime has a crush on Fuyuhiko. Oh well, I've come this far. I'll take it back now. Sure you can. That's a fallacy. You can leave whenever you want. Yeah, it is kind of endearing. Also, like,
Pointing! An army messed up that line. An army marches on its stomach, while swimmers can only splash around on their stomachs too.
that's what they do. Flo also likes that. Josh finds it fun.
I'm gonna eat hardly.
It's been a long day.
I'm gonna hardly eat a hamburger with a side of rice.
It's not even like today's been that rough. It's just like the last week has been. Oh man. Is rice a side dish? Wait, is there even rice here? Does the diner actually serve food? Seems a little bit redundant when you have all the other restaurants around.
Me, I always say something stupid when I get nervous. I'm not doing it on purpose.
Hold on. Yeah, we have been streaming for over an hour. What's surprising about that? Am I moving really slowly?
All right, let's wait until Miss Sonia arrives.
In the diner? Is that where Fuyuhiko went? Am I moving at a slower pace than even you anticipated, Flo? No, he's not here. I returned to the diner and sat myself at the table near the window once again. Phew. I'll turn on ×2 speed, don't worry guys. That thing I couldn't help letting out a big sigh.
Oh, what are you guys gonna do about your swimsuits? You aren't allowed to change to that beach house, you know? Yes, that's why we're already wearing them.
I'm trying to turn on ×2 speed. You don't like Chiaki? Found her overrated. I like her so far. She hasn't said anything that's made me go, oh, cringe. I think she's nice so far. 3 hours is probably possible.
Yes, that's why we're already wearing them. What's underneath this uniform isn't panties, it's a swimsuit.
Of course.
Oh boy, I have a story about that. Sure, it's fine to tell. I mean, it's literally an unpopular opinion because everyone else finds her overrated. Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, actually, you said I don't not like her. Okay, fair enough. So one time I was with my at the time girlfriend, and we were meeting with some of her friends. And what happened was they were talking about how one of them was talking about how she was wearing a swimsuit to go to the beach afterwards, right? So it'd be easy. And I think she said something about wearing it in the shower. I can't really remember. But the point was that to demonstrate, we were in a restaurant. To demonstrate, she took her top and went like this to show the swimsuit that was underneath. It wasn't a swimsuit, it was just her bra. And I was sat right across from her. And I was just kind of had to be like, yeah, this is, that was a miscalculation. Blatantly designed to be like my boys, yeah, I mean, gamer. But wow, we all kind of blushed after that. But I was specifically like, because I was the only guy there at the time as well. Anyway, it's pretty funny at the time, and also thinking back on it. Well, that's obvious. I also came wearing a swimsuit too. Huh? Really? Which reminds me, you're not wearing yours yet, huh? And you gotta go to the bathroom so you can change. Here you go. This is yours. What is he talking about? That's just a white box. Oh, must be like Gundams. Yeah, the blush forward. It really was. What is this thing? I don't know what he's talking about.
It may be rude for me to say this, but that looks a little too daring.
What are they talking about?
Are you serious?
What if something falls out? What if something falls out?
If this is airing live, you're totally gonna get censored by the network. Don't worry, even at its worst, it won't turn into a live-action drama.
Total drama. That's not the problem.
What is it then? Are you telling me you don't want to match with me?
What does he match? There's nothing there. It's matching? Then I definitely don't want to wear it. I'm so confused.
I believe fighting is bad, so let's stop.
Peeking.
Things are heating up, something fierce. When's everyone gonna come? I hope they come soon.
As she said that, Ibiki peeked out the window.
Oh.
Huh?
What is it?
Look outside, outside!
What's outside?
Isn't that Kyoko?
She's crying.
Jeez, don't get my hopes up. I thought it was Miss Sonia.
I think there must have been like a graphical glitch in my game because I couldn't see the costume at all. Embarrassing. Omega lol crying Kyoko. Oof. I feel like there's about to be a dead body.
Doesn't she seem a little strange?
In general, yeah.
If I had to describe it as a song title, it'd be Sprint of Tears.
Great song title.
It looks like she's running from the beach. Did something happen?
Despite our questions, Kyoko ran by the front of the diner at full speed.
Huh?
Yeah. She totally ran past us, but wasn't she part of the beach crew?
Well,
Apparently she can't swim, so she turned us down. But didn't she just come running from the beach?
From the latest Green Day album. Fair enough.
I'm sorry, I don't really know all the details about that. Well, it just means women are full of surprises. Mahiru's the type to totally come, but she's surprisingly turned us down too.
Mahiru, she turned it down? It's so unexpected for her not to join in an event like this. In fact, she totally planned this sort of thing.
that's totally it.
But it can't be helped. Apparently she wasn't really feeling well.
Is Mahiru dead? Please say no.
I'm terribly sorry to continue this topic, but why was Hyoko crying?
Why are you asking us? If she was sprinting away from the beach and crying, something's definitely wrong.
Hey.
Hey, when'd you get here so suddenly?
Kazuichi suddenly shouted, and what he was looking at was near the diner's entrance as I turned around. Oh, it's Chiaki.
My, how disappointing. I thought if I came early, I'd be the first one to arrive.
The no, and the nut is very funny to me. I couldn't keep myself from staring like an idiot.
Whoa, Chiaki! You came wearing only your swimsuit.
That didn't sound like a question, Ibiki.
Didn't want to carry it with me. If I did, it'd be a serious burden.
Huh? Serious burden? That's a total exaggeration.
Even though you didn't want to carry anything, it looks like you're carrying something.
Yeah, a pork burger, it also made me chuckle. Speaking of. yes, piggy. Oh no, what are we breeding this pet to do?
Instead of bringing lunch for everyone, I brought ice cream.
Sounds like lunch.
It's not like I'm gonna turn it down, but ice cream is completely different from
Sure.
lunch. I don't think it can be used as a substitute.
Shut up, nurse.
Also, I was thinking of stuff we could all do at the beach together. So I brought a board game too.
Ah yes, those classic things that you bring to beaches, board games.
Should we play it even though we came all this way to go to the beach? Nah.
It is a Markiplier reference. Shut up, nurse. I said it and I felt like it was a reference, but I couldn't quite remember to what. But that's the Surgeon Simulator, I'm pretty sure. I've not played Danganronpa V3 or watched the anime, which I hear is different anyway. So, I don't know. Please no spoilers.
I see. That's disappointing.
No. Bring the ice cream.
But how should I say this?
Is that what Gap Moe is supposed to be? What is Gap Moe? Oh lol.
For someone normally so quiet to wear such a daring swimsuit, makes you a little excited, right, Hajime?
Huh? Well, I don't know. That's what I said, but my heartbeat was actually getting faster and faster.
Seriously, man, I never expected
Chiaki to have such huge jugs. Wow, that was that was blatant.
What happened?
Jugs?
Hey!
I didn't say that just now. It was Hajime. He's a pervert, you know. Soda, you're drooling.
Oh!
I mean, I only have eyes for Miss Sonia. I've dreamed of going out with the blonde lady ever since I was a kid.
Weird thing to dream about. Okay, I don't want to be weird, but this one is blatantly lower than the other, isn't it? Just like, because I'm judging that based on the distance from the text box. I don't know. Whatever, man.
The size is a little small, but this was the only swimsuit that fit me.
Hey.
I don't look good in it.
Huh? Ah, Vegeta from DBZ. I hear that's a good pick. He has a lot of character development. I haven't watched all of Dragon Ball. I've seen some snippets rather than watching it in full. Well, no, I guess you look good.
Thanks.
And I'm glad, I guess.
Wearing a bikini is sure daring, and you get bonus points for wearing a white one.
My heart's not just thumping, it's thumping all sporadically like
Ba-dum, thump, thump, ba-dum. Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, boom, boom, dum, dum, ba-dum.
it's probably a heart attack. Hey, I kept you waiting.
You heard a voice as the dining door slowly opened, and the person who walked through it was Akane? Covered in blood?
Sorry to keep you guys waiting.
Electric Boogaloo. Why is there blood?
What happened to you?
Probably fighting with Nekomaru.
What? Is something wrong? I made sure to wear a swimsuit this time.
Huh? What, last time?
Not that. Your wounds.
You sound like you're losing
It wouldn't be
consciousness.
strange if we nicknamed you Carrie right now.
Oh, a Stephen King reference. I haven't even read that one.
Oh, you're talking about these. On my way over here, I happened to run into Coach Nekomaru.
And now you're almost
When
unconscious.
that happens, I gotta fight him, you know?
Why does she have to do that?
Are you really all right? Your head, it looks like it's split in half.
Well, it'll heal as long as I rub some spit in it, right?
What the hell?
You're totally playing up the power of human spit.
Yeah.
I'm all fired up now. I never knew such a strong opponent even existed.
I don't think going into the ocean would be the best idea with an open wound like that. Oh wait, Ultimate Nurse is here.
Anyway, you need to be treated, and you also need your wound sterilized. Akane, please come with me.
Akane would understand the rules of the Pokemon games. Huh? I don't get that one. Yeah, Akane does try to go naked. I do recall that one. With an unusually forceful demeanor, Mikan pulled Akane into the bathroom.
That's why she's the ultimate nurse. Well, it's gonna be okay if we leave it to her.
Hey,
What is all this ruckus? Oh, it must be Pekka?
All right.
Oh, who is it this time? Yeah, I was right. Wow.
Hajiman, Kazuichi, why?
Oh, right. That's fair. I should have got that one. The Revenge of the Nut.
Hey, aren't you breathing pretty heavily?
I
Did
just
you already
did a
swim?
little swimming.
A little swimming?
With your glasses on?
I swam around the island for about 3 hours.
Jeez.
That's too obvious for me not to comment on. That's definitely not a little swimming.
I mean, that's literally 3 hours of doing something,
Why
which
were
is
you
not
already
usually a
swimming?
little.
You guys are about to swim now, right? Isn't that why you're all meeting up?
Kazuichi, you're so bad at having a plan.
It wasn't for my enjoyment. I was trying to see if I could swim to a different island,
Dang.
Huh?
but I couldn't find any other islands. It seems it may be difficult to leave this island by swimming.
Well, at least she's dedicated to the cause.
You didn't see anything after you swam for 3 hours? It's more than difficult. It's impossible.
You don't know how much she swam. Ooh, okay, what's the not guaranteed song request? Celestia.
Yeah, that may be true.
So the rule is that I need to know the song, and then you get it. Otherwise, like usually if you get the guaranteed one and I don't know the song, I just like open my phone and get the lyrics. The dentist song from Little Shop of Horrors. I'm sorry, I don't know it. Genuinely, don't know it.
Hey,
Otherwise I would. But that's what you get for 10 points. It's a harsh game. It's a harsh game. What?
awesome!
A woman with wet, slick back hair is pretty fine too, huh? Jeez, man. Sonia hasn't even been here and you're like already losing all your
My!
commitments, I guess. And this body too, man. Ibiki is definitely LGBTQIA+.
Young ladies are sure
Whatever.
well endowed nowadays.
All of the acronym, the entire acronym.
A challenge against all the women in the world. Fine. Ibuki accepts that challenge with the power of technology. Time to pump these puppies full of silicone.
She just said she would get breast
Don't
implants.
say such asinine things.
Anyway, it looks like everyone's almost here. It's already past 4 p.m. If so, all that's left is...
I am terribly sorry for my delay.
Miss Sonia's here! You double down on excitement? Ibiki's only small and that's okay. I mean, it's fine. Oh, wow.
It's a wetsuit!
Don't sound so disappointed, man!
It is to prevent sunburn. I do not want my skin to be sun damaged.
Beautiful hair, though.
However, as I have never worn a wetsuit before, I had a hard time putting
Fair enough, because you have to zip it up.
in my delay.
Nut? Sure, man. Whatever you're into. Yeah, that would be tricky. I can get my hands to touch, though. So maybe I could do it. Maybe I could do it. Who knows?
Really? It is my...
Can you all do it?
Oh my!
I see. A wetsuit. Well, Miss Sonia does have a beautiful white skin.
Miss Sonia!
But that tight outfit of hers is amazing! Just what I'd expect from a 100% purebred princess.
Sky. He is quick to recover.
Anyway, why are you two here?
Ah,
I'll answer that, Miss Sonia. I'll be honest. If you're gonna go to the beach, please let us come with you.
I am
Well,
concerned.
this was originally supposed to be a girls-only outing to strengthen our friendship with each other. Do you think you can make an exception? Pretty please! Well, it's okay. It's not like there'd be any problems even if there are some boys.
Then...
You're right. They came all the way here. It would be bad if we made them leave.
Miss Sonia's just so kind!
alright!
Alright! Now that it's decided, let's get going. But Connie's wounds are still being treated.
Shut up! Shut up!
Shut up! There's no way I can just stand around. I'll go on ahead and prepare. Set up the parasol and prepare the drinks. He's probably gonna find a dead body.
Engines revving!
Oh, and then Hyoko probably went back to find people, and then no one was there. I mean it. I promise I'll give it my all to serve you, so everyone has fun. An abnormal amount of gusto. He bolted out of the diner. Is it gusto? No, it's gusto. Yeah. Anyway. Heartbeat. I'm surrounded by girls in swimsuits. This is a little awkward. Maybe because you're not wearing one. I suppose. I don't know. Feeling like you're dressed incorrectly for the occasion? Yeah. Classic anxiety. I should go help Kazuichi too. So remember my excuse, I ran out of the diner almost as if I were escaping. I swear, they're not the same size. I mean, I think that's normal, but I was just surprised that they represent that in art. Let's go to the Chandler Beach, why not? And we're probably gonna find... Yeah. There's the dead body announcement. Huh? That bell just now. Could it be? And it's probably...
A body has been discovered!
Jackie has pretty big boobs. Yeah, that's not what I meant. I meant they were different sizes, though. That's what I was referring to.
Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
It's my shoe, isn't it? A body? That's a lie! Impossible!
Someone come here!
And one of them's triangular. I didn't say different shape. That was definitely Kazuichi's voice just now. Sounds like he's pretty nearby. Where is he? Maybe inside? Kazuichi screamed. Did I already hear it coming from here? No, what am I being nervous about? There's no reason for me to be nervous. Body discovery announcement. I won't believe it. I'm not going to believe it. There's no way I'll believe it. Who would believe something like that? As I raised my voice, I swiftly stepped inside the beach house. I won't believe it. You sound like Terry Terry. The moment I stepped inside the beach house, his words mercilessly shattered into pieces. Oh, it is like the game. It's Martian. Oh, man. Man, this was all a dream. When did I begin dreaming? This is reality. Why is Mahiru on the floor, covered in blood? I couldn't understand anything that was in front of me. I couldn't believe in anything. I liked Mahiru. Now we're in the deadly life. So, 3 down. Oof. Oh no! Oh, come on, man. Not the thing. Don't reduce her to that. So, if we think back on the game segment, Twilight murder case, whatever it was. So there was a girl who took photos of a dead body. Somebody tore them up. Who was it that died? Was it the girl who took photos? I think it was. Okay. Oh, maybe it wasn't. Might have been girl E. Anyway, Mahiru Koizumi, ultimate photographer. She had an unyielding force of personality. She was actually very good at taking care of people. And she was always straightforward and actually kind of smart. Toward us and toward herself. She was always facing forward. She was that kind of person. Why her? Why Mahiru? Why? Why did this happen to her? The muscles in my face stiffened and grew hard. Darkness clouded my vision. Let's take a quick... It's like a short little intermission for a moment. Sort of stretch and take in what just happened. That wasn't fun to look at. Oh boy. Oh man. Barbas doesn't care, I know that much. I care. Sad about it. To you, that was super fun. I didn't find it super fun. Oh man. trying to figure out what happened. So. It's always fun building up your investment in someone I know is going to die next chapter. Oh boy. So cruel. Kyoko found Mahiru. She was sad. She ran. I think she was trying to get someone to help. I don't remember if what Sonia said earlier will come into play about serial killers, about that justice one. No. Who do I suspect? I guess Fuyuhiko is once again suspicious. Man. Yeah, let's get back into it. Also, did my pet gain any stuff? No? Okay. Darkness clouded my vision. My legs started to wobble and I instinctively placed my hand against the wall.
Damn it!
Hey, Hajime. Before this, we were having a great time, right? Excited about going to the beach. We were having a lot of fun. But why?
Are you kidding me?
Why did something like this happen? Someone tell me! Obviously don't know what's going on either.
Oh!
Huh? Now's not the time to make bubbles. Hurry up and get the others. Hibiki instantly left the beach house. I'm sure it took some time for everyone else to come here. They had to change and whatnot. Must have taken some time. I didn't really know how much time had passed. My senses were numbed. My emotions were also numbed. In me, various layers were peeling off. My senses started to return. On the time I realized that the others were already here.
Huh?
What the hell is this? Eek! Why? Mahiru! The girls were standing outside the door leading to the beach, their faces pale with terror.
Something like this.
For heaven's sake, what in the world is going on? Their pale faces still intact, the girls began wobbling toward the beach house, until the voice stopped them.
Hold it.
Hold on a sec. There's things beneath you. Be careful not to step on them.
What?
Beneath?
See?
You know, the footprints in front of that door. There are footprints leading out of the beach house, right? That's probably an important clue. So, don't step on them.
Huh?
If you mean evidence. Kuma mentioned it in the announcement, right? For a certain amount of time, we'll hold a class trial.
What the?
Another class trial?
Serious?
Then, are you saying this is...
That's right!
That's right! What if you guys killed her?
Lies!
Killed? That's impossible!
Hey!
It's not like an accident or something.
Like...
You guys think that's an accident? That still means this death was caused by someone else's actions, right?
In other words...
That also counts as a legitimate murder! Though such deaths fall into a gray area on this island, I will make sure it's clear to you guys. On this island, dying from sickness is basically the only death that's not considered a murder. Well, it's impossible to get sick and die on this island. No, and Manami takes such good care of people.
What's this?
Oh, speaking of which...
I don't like this.
There it is! The silent treatment attack. This is like the #1 thing that hurts me. Well, fine. I'm not gonna lose to your bashing. I've decided to become a tough kid. This is the worst. Once again, this horrible nightmare. Another victim, and it's all because of Monokuma.
No way!
Jeez, it's not my fault. Huh? Then whose fault is it, you ask? To find out, we hold the class trial.
So...
Let's begin already. No whining, just begin already.
the Monokuma file!
Okay! I shall pass out the Monokuma file number 2. That should start to feel familiar.
Do your...
Now then, do your very best to investigate. I'll see you later at the class trial. Class trial? Investigation? This is horrible. It's just too horrible. Then you should have stopped the murder before it occurred. Don't you have that kind of power? That I did have that power before. He appeared. Even if she tried to stop it,
Judging from Monokuma and Monomi's relationship, there's no doubt she'd get stopped herself. Yes, Monokuma took everything away, including the magic stick and the surveillance cameras. The only thing I can rely on are those ears. But these ears, they can only hear about 3 times that of a normal person.
So basically,
You have no idea what's happening on this island in the first place. I'm just the worst. A powerless rabbit like me is the worst. Hey, now's not the time to focus on something like that. More importantly, what should we do? Eek! Do we have to do it again? That cruel thing, we have to do it again.
why?
I cannot believe it. Mahiro was killed by one of us.
Damn it!
Yeah, I can't do this anymore. Investigating the class trial. Seriously, I'm done. Everyone feels the same. We can't do anything else except do it. Ugh. Oh, what was that? Who do you think did it? Who's unaccounted for? Yeah, I guess Fuyuhiko is probably prime suspect. I don't have any other leads. Can't do anything else except do it. Okay, that was the phrasing. And there's no way we can just ignore the reason Mahiro was killed.
Hey,
Yeah, the only thing we can do is investigate.
cause it's bad.
Because we should never forgive that. Killing is something we should never forgive. Jackie.
Well,
Killer has their reasons. I understand that. It's the same for Teru Teru too. It's really all Monokuma's fault. I understand that too. But even so,
killing.
we should never forgive
I'll
killing.
nev-
She usually has her head in the clouds, so for her to say something like that, surely can't forgive us at all. But that's true of me too.
Understood.
I'm also have my head in the clouds.
Regardless, everyone is going to die if we don't do it. In order for us all to survive, we must do it.
I'm gonna do
Then
it!
let's do this!
Perhaps.
Mahiru probably wants us to do this too. She would want us to reveal the truth behind her death. I understand. If everyone's doing it, I will do it too, but please, give me a little time. Please give me time to calm myself down a little. Also, I will go and tell the others who aren't here about this. You're right. If all you heard was the announcement, you won't know where the murder took place. I shall excuse myself for now.
Hey,
Then, let's begin. Killed Mahiru Koizumi. How was she killed? Gotta find out and solve this already. That's right, we have to do it. It's the only way. I don't want to do this, but that's more the reason for us to finish this. That was awkwardly read, my bad. I don't want to do this, but that's more the reason for us to finish this. I'm the only one who can do this. Sure, no one else can help. Of course not. First, I need to take a look at the Monokuma file. Yeah, that's a good idea.
She was 5'4"? Wow.
Shorty. Victim is Mahiru Koizumi. Estimated time of death is around 3 p.m.
Okay. A lot of people have alibis for that time.
The scene of the crime where the body was discovered is inside the beach house at Chandler Beach. Cause of death is a single killing blow to the head.
Wait, hold on. That information that he just said is on the second page. How did he read it?
Blunt instrument. There are no other conspicuous external injuries and no trace of foreign substances such as drugs. Around 3 p.m., that's the time Kazuichi and I are out at the diner. If we had just gone to the beach house instead. Now's not the time to feel regret. I need to focus on doing as much as I can right now. Then, I'm going to find out the truth behind Mahiru's death. That's the only way the rest of us can survive.
Okay, we got a truth bullet. Oh boy. Okay. Right off the bat, there's the bat. Right out of the bat.
According to the Monokuma file, the fatal blow was dealt to Mahiru with a blunt object. The blunt object. It's this metal bat, right? Huh? This metal bat.
yep.
It's the same as the Twilight Syndrome murder case. Huh?
Well,
There's a girl named Girl E who was killed in the game during the 4th day. That girl was killed with a blow from a metal bat, just like Mahiru.
hey.
Did you also play that game, Hajime? Is that why you're curious about the metal bat? Yeah, that's exactly it, but did you play it too?
How else would she know?
And I'm sure you know this, but the case this time is strongly connected to Twilight Syndrome murder case, I think. In order to solve the mystery behind Mahiru's death, you probably need to solve that game's mystery too. But even if you solve the game's mystery, all the clues in it were lousy and useless. I mean, it started ambiguously and was still ambiguous when it ended.
That's wrong.
That's because you haven't beaten the game. Beaten?
Finished the game with the game over, but were you able to beat it?
Yeah, I'm not some girl gamer who talks about video games she's never beaten.
So what am I supposed to do to actually beat the game? I stopped thinking about that for some reason. But for now, I should focus on this investigation. I barely had any activity in it. So it's okay to say this metal bat is absolutely the murder weapon, right? Probably. Metal bat has been added to the truth bullets. Okay, there's a lot of blood. Let's look at the blood. There's blood stains on the floor, and they're streaked as if she crawled through them. Probably streaked from when Mahiru tried to run away from the attack. So she used all her energy to crawl away and took her last breath as she was leaning against the door. Okay, but there's something there as well. What's this? Is this a mask? Did someone bring this from the toy section of the supermarket? Maybe party goods. Regardless, why is this even here?
Could it be?
Did the killer wear that to conceal their face? They totally stand out. I mean, such a gaudy mask. He's American. Gaudy mask? Ah, that mask! So she knows about serial killers. You've seen this? Sorry. Oh, I bumped the table.
Sandwich Esperito. It is a super fun anime with a viewership surpassing 90% in my country.
An anime that has a viewership of over 90%. Is Sony's country really alright?
It cannot be.
Could it be? Was that mask placed next to the body?
Yeah. He's American just talking about a character named Hajime Hinata. Of course, we're in Japanifornia. Yeah, it was.
If that is true, could it be?
Could it be what?
I am sorry.
Please give me some time.
For reasons unknown, Sonia rushed out of the beach house. What's with her? I want to know.
It appears.
Looks like she knows something. If that's the case, I shall wait until she decides to talk about it. For Sonia to be so worked up, it must be something big. I don't know what she knows. Truth bullet added. Truth bullet added. Yeah, I did say that correctly. Okay. Pretty anime girl mask. It's been added to the truth bullet section. Pretty anime girl mask. I don't want to look at her body. What's the closet door open? Closet door is half open. Last time I came here, that wasn't the case. It's a little suspicious. I should probably investigate inside here too. When we leant in. Oh boy, that was a weird perspective. A lot of stuff appeared. This is a pretty spacious walk-in closet. There's so much crap on the shelves and the floor, only one person could stand in here. Think about it this way. It's possible for only one person to stay in here. What's this? Gummy. There's something on the floor. It's the other thing, it's gummy candy. Finding candy on the floor in a place like this is clearly unnatural. It's connected to the incident. Did someone drop this while they were inside the closet? Yellow gummy has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Shelves. Flotation devices, snorkels, nets. There's also some paint supplies too. There's not much else that could be related to the incident. Are these taps? Surfboards? There's a lot of stuff jammed into the shelves, even surfboards in a surfboard case. They're not put away properly at all. 2 boards are stuffed onto one shelf, and some boards have been left out instead of being put in the case. And there's also an empty surfboard case as well. Jeez, how careless. I guess that's everything inside the closet. Okay. There's a monitor and a security camera as well. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it does place Kyoko at the scene of the crime, but I don't think she did it. For a few reasons. She liked Mahiru. She's shorter than her, so it would be hard to hit her with a metal bat. Yeah. She's lost all life in her body. It's as if she's a shell, but she might be a key witness, so we should do that. Is this really the energetic Mahiru I knew? I see her laying in front of me. But I still can't believe it. I can connect this lifeless body to the high-spirited Mahiru. But we don't have time to wallow in sentiment. There's no way I can just stand here, slap both of my hands onto my cheeks and face Mahiru's body one more time. Mahiru's leaning against the beach house door that leads to the road. She leaned onto the door like this, so it would have been impossible to open. Maybe Mahiru tried to run away when she was attacked and tried to crawl to the door. Evidence can be seen in the blood stains on the floor. They're streaked as if she crawled through them. So she used all her energy to crawl away, leaned against the door, and took her last breath. If someone is headstrong and started to run, she must have really felt desperate. Has been updated. Okay, I guess I need to talk to everyone now. Go back, you saw something on the top? I'll check.
That's weird.
What do you mean?
Well, I wanted to calm myself a little, so I thought about getting a drink from that refrigerator. When I opened it a few days ago, I'm pretty sure there was a larger variety of drinks.
Man.
Well, I guess I'm just imagining things. I mean, who cares about drinks right now, huh? Seriously, it's like, hey, I've resolved it on my own, so just drop it.
The heck? You started it. What's up with the drinks? There's a lot of drinks inside the refrigerator, but compared to last time, I feel like there's less drinks. Do people take a lot of drinks from here? Not only that, the only drinks left in here look either sweetened or colored. Or look unhealthy. What's that about? What's in the bin? Maybe there's a clue inside this trash can? That's what I thought, but... there's only a bunch of empty plastic bottles. I don't see anything that looks like a clue. I guess it's not that easy, huh? Trash can has been added. Echo, what do you think? I'll go back into the closet in a second.
I will never forgive killing.
However,
Jackie seemed quite different from her usual self. She must feel very strongly about killing.
It's not just Jackie. There's no way anyone would forgive something like this.
I guess you're right.
BB key?
This is too weird. Something this weird should only happen in song lyrics.
Interesting. Can we go back into the closet for a second? Do you mean that thing? That, I don't know what you call it, lifesaver? I don't think I can click on it. There's another lifesaver. Oh wait, there's a modern Kuma.
I've been found.
Barbara's was pointing me towards that. Thank you very much. I missed it. Can you hear? Yep. Wonder where else they could be. Is that everything? I need to talk to Chiaki as well.
how suspicious.
What is this? This is suspicious, I think.
You found some kind of clue?
At the footprints from earlier, they were in front of the entrance facing the beach, right?
Or that?
Well,
Hachibe and Kazuichi's footprints show that you guys were the first ones to go inside the beach house. These footprints are just the opposite. They're coming out of the beach house.
Hey.
Now that you mention it, I thought those footprints were strange too.
You did?
At first, I tried to go into the beach house from the door facing the road, but it didn't open, so I went around and tried to go in from the beachside door. I didn't go inside from the roadside door because Mahiru's body was blocking it, right? That's when I noticed those footprints. The footprints leading from the beach house to the tunnel look like they belong to one person.
Someone's footprints leading out of the beach house, huh? That's definitely suspicious.
Now that you mention it, Pekka said she went for a little swim, right? Could those footprints be... Unfortunately, I went swimming to scout the first beach.
Oh, well, weird accent there. The first beach.
I don't know anything about this beach.
Maybe.
Is that really true?
but still,
These footprints lead straight from the beach house to the tunnel. Since I was swimming at the beach, of course my footprints would lead from the shore to the tunnel.
Huh?
Then whose footprints are
it
these?
appears.
I want to read that again. Anyway. Right, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
It's no mistake that these are the killer's footprints, but I have no clue who that might be. Well, for now, it's obvious that this is a clue, don't you think?
Yes, it's probably an extremely important clue. Obtained. Footprints on the beach. Now I'm gonna have to keep checking around at the top of there. Oh, my word. Is that everything? There might still be things I haven't investigated yet. Okay. Bench. Table. Vase. Things. Inside door. Okay, no, it's not an object to be looked at yet. The roadside door. Mary was leaning against the door, so I couldn't open it. I didn't actually try. Shower room. So this is the shower room. There's a notice on the door. Judging from the illustration, it looks like it's being repaired or under construction. So
That's right! The shower's being repaired, so water won't come out. But what about hot water? Well, that's impossible too. If the
shower's out of order, then isn't it just a waste of space?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Just when I was planning to fix it, my magic stick was taken from me. So I never got around to fixing it.
The heck? What does your magic stick have to do with repairing?
You're so evil.
Anyway, it's all Monokuma's fault. Everything is all Monokuma's fault. Your doubtful eyes are telling me you think I'm Monokuma's accomplice.
Must have read my mind.
Thank you. What do you want of me? I've already given up. But let me tell you this one more time. As long as you guys work together, you should be able to stand against any kind of despair. I promise I will help you with that.
What help? You're doing the opposite. Oh well, anyway, it looks like the shower room is definitely out of order. I guess I should check the inside too. Shower room has been added to the truth blood section of the handbook. But can I go in? I guess I might as well check the inside of the shower room too. Oh, there's a Akane. This is a really nice, really spacious shower room. If it's this huge, you could also use it as a dressing room. Changing in the beach house is forbidden. Jeez, what an unreasonable rule. There's this. There's a window, it's small, but maybe you can crawl out of it somehow. Well, it probably doesn't mean anything if someone can crawl through it, but I can't seem to take my mind off it. However, the ceiling is really high, so that window is also situated in a very high place. It's so high that even if I stretch out my hand, I can't reach it. It's probably about 9 feet up. Not just that, it's an iron barred window. If that's the case, yep, it would be impossible to go in and out through there.
What?
What? Are you still thinking about that window? Yeah, I was thinking the killer might have escaped through there.
Leave it to me.
Alright, I got it. I'll pitch it in and help you out. Huh?
Now then.
Come on, give me a piggyback ride. I'll check the window for you. Pitch in and help. It feels like I'm the one who's pitching in and helping.
Pick you up.
If you don't hurry up, I'll punch you. She's really into this. No matter what I say, it's not gonna matter. Fine, I'll just leave it to you. Don't worry, my panties are clean. What? I see. That's good. Then our deep sigh that bent over under the window. Ah, right! She shouted. Akane jumped onto my shoulders. Ah! Is that about 9 feet?
Your balance sucks. Make sure you're.
I feel like that isn't going to be 9 feet.
You're a lot heavier than I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm so buff. Like, every time I get a massage, they tell me I'm just a mass of muscles.
Okay.
A massage, huh? Do you have a trainer or something since you're...
Great time to start this conversation. What an opportune time for a conversation like
I don't
this.
have a trainer. My stepmom's lovers like to get drunk and give me full body massages.
Interesting. I shouldn't have asked.
How's the window?
Let's see. See.
Ultimate bravery.
So
Yeah.
that's what happened.
Did you find anything?
Well, since there's this iron bar, I was pretty sure no one would be able to get through the window. But check it out.
Check it out. Hold on. I'll give it a try.
Do we get to go on her shoulders now? I can't hang on my shoulders. I craned my neck so high, excuse me, that I started to worry.
This iron bar ain't even pinned down. Looks like you can open and close it pretty easy.
Oh, interesting.
See? My head can fit through, no problem.
I swear we're not 9 feet up.
Then it's not impossible to go in and out of that window?
Yep.
Why do you sound strained? Kane jumped off of my shoulders and flashed a wide grin. Isn't this a big discovery? But the problem is, how were they able to reach that window? Even if I jump, I can't really reach it. But if two people work together like us, it wouldn't be a problem, right? If that's the case, it would mean the killer had an accomplice.
Huh?
Accomplice? That's like a big word. Is that the name of a kung fu master? But even if there was an accomplice, the person acting as the step stool would still be inside.
Like,
But if you really think about it, just one person could get out of here without help, right? Huh? Really?
so...
Yeah, like,
Got it.
a freaking ninja could do it, you know? A ninja can climb fences and walls, no problem, right? Just as I thought. It looks difficult to go in and out through that window. What the heck? And I even took the time to lend you my wisdom.
Piss me off.
I guess she kind of does. Yeah, I'll give it to you. Although, Pokemon would never show that much boob.
You.
Tch, it's such a waste of time to help you out. All you saw were my panties. No, I didn't. No, well, it's not like it's the end of the world. I'm telling you, I didn't look at them. I mean, you literally, like, broke my neck. Iron barred window has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I wish I could check that for fingerprints. I guess that's pretty much everything I noticed in this shower room. I guess I finished investigating all I can, but there's still not enough. Just from the clues here, I don't think I have enough to find the truth. Looks like I should try investigating that again to find out why Mahiru got killed. What is such a murder case? Girl E was killed in that game by a single blow from a metal Blat! Metal bat. That's the same weapon that was used to kill Mahiru. There's no way that's just a coincidence, right?
Actually,
You think that about Gundam, Kazuichi, and Ibiki? Oh yeah, I definitely get that. Gundam actually is a trainer, technically. He's the breeder class. Ibiki is definitely very similar to some existing gym leaders. Oh right, that's Russian. But we'll allow it. No, I mean it's a very rude word in Russian. But it's not what happened. It's not what you were saying, so it's fine. Oh yeah, Ibiki reminds me of Roxanne. Is it Roxanne? It's confusing because there are two gym leaders that have very similar names. I'm talking about the Poison Gym. No, it's not Roxanne. Roxy. I mean Roxy. Yeah, it was Roxy. That's my bad. Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. Walk the streets for money. Yeah, Roxanne is rock type. You don't care if it's wrong or if it's right, Roxanne.
In truth, this game's theme is a missing link. You know, it's a recurring theme for mysteries, right? It's kind of like a hidden connection.
A missing link. If that's the killer's motive for the killing this time, then that mystery must be hidden inside that game. Plus, the person you might know about what mystery is standing right next to me. That mystery is standing right next to me. It's Jackie. I should ask her about it. Updated. Metal Bat has been updated in your handbook. Roxanne. I'm just looking for any hidden Monokumas. Oh, toilet. Maybe there's one in there. There's a toilet. But you really can't use it as a step stool. Okay. It's just so you can receive announcements while you're taking a shower. Nice. Yep. Jackie. Ooh. Hey Jackie, I have something I wanted to ask you. Are you okay right now?
Are
you done investigating here already?
Huh? I think I finished investigating once through.
Yep.
Then let's go.
Go?
You want to know about Twilight Syndrome, right? I think you should actually play it yourself.
Let's go.
So, let's go.
Yeah, you're right. Roxy's the poison type gym leader from the sequels to Black and White. Jackie leading, I left the beach house and headed over to Jabberwock Park, where that unsettling arcade machine was placed. But I never expected that person to be waiting there. Fuyuhiko. Oh no!
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Hajime and Chiaki. I'm glad you guys are doing well. Nagito? It feels like it's been a long time since I was able to talk to you two like this. Isn't Geodude rock type? Geodude is rock type. Why? Even though we haven't spoken for just a few days.
Why?
Why are you here?
Well, there's no need to worry about a loser like me. More importantly, did you hear? Apparently Mahiru got killed this time. Jeez, how horrible. She was the heart of our group, boy-spirited and very eager to talk. For her to be killed, if only I could have taken her place, I would have gladly done it.
Amazing.
But still, you guys will be able to shine because this outcome is full of despair, right? That's right, no matter how dark the despair, hope can shine much brighter and stronger. Though I do feel bad for Mahiru, this is quite exciting. How will everyone overcome despair this time?
Looks like you feel no remorse.
Jeez, as usual, he's acting so crazy, it's almost pissing me off. Almost? So why are you here? Who told you about Mahiru?
Now.
You don't have to make that scary face, I'll tell you, you know. Mon ami.
It's Monami.
Yes, it was me.
You, why do you not untie Nagito? I read that as unite. I just wanted to check in case. Haven't gained any steps. Why did you untie Nagito without anyone's permission?
Did I do bad? I just wanted everyone to get along and, you know, cooperate.
There's no way we'll get along. You already know what kind of guy he is.
friends?
But fighting among friends is what Monokuma wants you guys to do.
Now.
Hajime, you should forgive her. Monomi's making a valid point, too.
Yeah, Monomi just wants to be friends with Nagito. You have no right to say that.
But now's not the time for friends to fight. It's going to be a class trial for Mahiru, right?
That's right.
That's right. That's why everyone must work together and have Monokuma.
Enough! Enough already. Just go away already. Yeah, 0 steps.
Understood.
Nagito, you two, hurry up and get lost.
Well, I'm a little lonely, but I guess I'll do that. I already saw the true ending of that game, so there's really no reason for me to be here.
True ending?
Now then.
So, although I might be a little late, I too will do some investigating for a while. I will try to be useful in my own way.
Yeah, Chucky went... just running. Taking him to the park.
What do you want to be useful to? The killer?
Oh, who do you want to be useful to? Sorry, that's a much better line.
The killer or us?
Isn't it obvious? I will always be on the side of hope.
But you said the killer had hope last time. The more I talk to him, the creepier he gets. The more I listen to him, the more I don't understand him. That hates escort missions. If he didn't exist, the situation would be a lot easier to deal with. Damn it!
Hey.
Hajime, let's just move on and start the game.
You're right. Let's move on and start the game. Why not? How many hidden Monokumas do I have? 3? Okay. Even if I do play this, I might just get a game over again. Before I start, I should ask Chiaki if there's a walkthrough for this game. I wonder if there's a hidden Monokuma behind, like, here or something. There's a big TV. Okay. Just having a look around. I don't think this is wasting too much time. Alright, Chiaki, what's up? Hey, can I ask you something? Is there a walkthrough for this game? I feel like I'm just going to repeat the 2nd day and 4th day again and then get a game over. So if there's a walkthrough, can you tell me about it?
Well,
When you get a game over, that's the walkthrough.
Huh? What do you mean?
want me to tell
Do
you?
you want me to tell you? I'll tell you if you want. There's a hidden command.
A hidden command?
See?
Hidden command?
You should have seen it too. You know, that thing that was displayed on the game over screen.
Is that? Down 5. I told you it wasn't a thing. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm guessing. You're talking about the message that says down 5?
That's right.
Just so you know, that doesn't mean you down 5 drinks or something. It means you have to press down 5 times.
Teabag.
And the hidden command is, you just have to press the down button 5 times when you're on the title screen. If you do that, you should be able to go to the real game.
So that's the trick, just as expected of the Ultimate Gamer. It was not that difficult to figure out.
It doesn't have anything to do with being a gamer. This is just, you either get it or you don't. In fact, Nagito got it on his own, so it looks like he managed to beat the game. Come on, give it a try.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, Nagito. What if I did it from the start? Huh? Oh wait, the game wanted me to press start, that's right. I wonder if, what happens if you do it, if you're like replaying the game and you get here. Like what happens? I need to press down 5 times on the title screen. Alright, let's do this. Open the new door to the Twilight Syndrome murder case. Press down 5 times with your own hands. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Truth Edition. The screen changed. She was right. It wouldn't work, I tried. Ah, I see. That's annoying. The screen changed, she was right.
This is the real game. Twilight Syndrome Murder Case's Truth Edition.
I should start it up. I need to find out why this is a motive. I'll start it if I press the start button, right? Now then, let's begin Twilight Syndrome Murder Case. Yeah. Now loading. We open with a specific murder case, a tragic killing that occurred within the grounds of the academy that the girls attended. Based on their understanding of the crime scene, the police ruled that the incident was the work of a pervert who snuck into the school grounds. However, there was a secret behind that incident. Even before the janitor first discovered the body, there were students who witnessed the crime itself. The students were 5 high school girls. They didn't want to get involved with the incident, so they tried to hide the fact that they were the first to discover it. However, tragedy befell those girls. Several days after the incident, one of the 5 girls, Girl E, is murdered by someone. Watching the world happen at this once peaceful academy, by playing the missing 1st and 3rd day, you will be able to understand that mystery. All the answers you seek are hidden in this Truth Edition. Be able to reach the truth. JoJo's reference! Now then, let's start with the 1st day, when it all began. The other edition was called Investigation Edition, if I'm not mistaken. That's very creepy. Especially the models, my man. Like, my goodness, it's like...
I'm sorry, I'm really sorry for keeping you all waiting. Jeez, we're gonna go home late because we had to wait for Slowpoke Girl A.
Is Girl B Mahiru?
Come on, girl, well, you don't have to be that mad.
No.
Hey, don't go taking photos without permission. People might mistake us for good friends.
Oh, never mind, it's Girl D, who's, yeah, Hajime will never be able to reach the truth. He's stuck in Jordan's stand attack. You know, this is probably one of the infinite deaths.
I'm not your friend? What? There's no way I'd ever be friends with a nasty, trashy...
Wow, girl like you. Oh, this is just, Hyoko then. Could be Hyoko or Nagito. I think it's definitely Hyoko after that.
So, the way Girl B treats everyone, even loan sharks looking to collect would get sick to their stomachs. Huh? Is Girl E here yet? Apparently she forgot something. She told us to wait just a little longer, but
Girl D is, Mahiru, I believe.
oh, she can't find her school swimsuit. Swimsuit, huh? Maybe it got stolen.
Stolen?
You don't know? A pervert has been spotted in the area recently. You should be careful, Girl A. You should be super careful, Girl A. A chubby weakling like you makes the perfect prey.
Wow.
Hey, stop it. Girl A's getting really scared. Yeah, it's fun to bully Girl A.
Heart rate monitor said bad.
What was that sound? It sounded like glass breaking. It sounds like it came from the second floor. Let's go.
Yeah. What's this? Preparation room. Looks like that sound just came from the second floor. So I can't check any of these. Yeah, interesting. Maybe I'll find a hidden Monokuma in here. Fatal frame. Yeah, it does actually. I can see it. Wait, hold on. Then I exited from 1A. Interesting. I'm gonna check. Looks like that sound came from second floor, 1B. This is a classroom. Looks like that sound just came from second floor. This is a classroom. This is the boys' bathroom. Looks like that sound just came from the second floor. That's not the sound for the bathroom. Looks like that sound came from the second floor. I'm just looking around. It's the art room. Looks like that sound just came from the second floor. Fine. Huff, 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 huff.
Girlie, what happened? I don't know. I walked by the front of the music room just now, and then I suddenly heard the sound of glass breaking. Is someone in there? That's what I think, but I think the door's locked. I can't get it open. You're right. It's locked. Is someone locking from the inside? Is someone really in there? If we use the key from the teacher's lounge, we can open this door, right?
I'll go to the teacher's lounge and get
The key to the music room. The teachers are probably gone by now, so I'm sure we can bring the key over in secret. But I have a bad feeling about this.
Okay, she's back.
Found the key. Nobody was there, so it was super easy to get. Let's open it right away.
Creak?
Okay. Girl A, you lead the way. Huh? Me? Come on, hurry.
Ooh, wait. I want to explore for a second. I just have a feeling, you know? I feel like this is something worth checking out. This will take me to the same location, right? Okay. I mean, you can also jam to this in the meantime.
Home ec preparation room. I need to go inside the music room, but I don't want to be the leader.
Home ec room. I need to go inside the music room, but I don't want to be the leader. It's on the 3rd floor. I need to go inside the music room, but I don't want to be the leader. Just having a look around. This is classroom 2B. I need to go inside the music room. Bathroom. It's the library. I need to go inside the music room. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's go inside the music room then. Where's Sayaka? No idea.
Clatter, clatter, clatter. Something on the floor. This... She's not lying down. She's dead. Dead? That's impossible. Why? Yeah! Lower your voice. They might still be nearby. Nearby? I mean, this looks like someone murdered her. Murdered, huh? Seriously, shut up. What's gonna happen if the killer notices us? What should we do? What should we do? I see, so that's what happened. I found it. The killer's escape route. Escape route? Could it be... Oh, I just want to have a look around. Okay. Ah, the window's broken. The sound we heard from the entrance hall was probably the window breaking. Someone probably locked the music room door from the inside, and after killing this girl, they broke the window and escaped outside. It's 2 floors up. It's like she got hit by something when she died, but I can't seem to find anything bloody here. What happened to the weapon? Did the killer take it? So the killer just ran out the window? But if they just wanted to run away, they could have just opened the window. Why did they break it? They were probably trying to leave in a hurry. Look, there's evidence. Okay, so what probably happened was like girl E murdered her, hid the weapon, broke the glass with the weapon in order to get the other girl's attention, go outside the music room somehow, and then pretended like, you know, something was wrong. Look, there's evidence. The fish tank by the window is tipped over and all the gravel is scattered. They must have accidentally tipped it over when they were frantically trying to get away. So many probabilities you can't make a case out of it. It's circumstantial evidence. Broken fish tank has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. It's not too high to jump from the 2nd floor, so maybe they thought it'd be safer than using the hallway. What? It's not too... Jeez. Just thinking about that makes my knees hurt. But is that really it? I mean, to lock the door, you'd have to either lock it from the inside the music room or use the lounge key. Oh, when I went to get the music room's key, it was in the teacher's lounge. So the killer wouldn't have had time to return the key before they broke the window. Then the door could have been locked from the inside. That means the killer was inside the music room. Okay. If you know how to fall, it's not high at all. You'd break your femur. Well, I mean, not everyone knows how to fall, but I guess what, like, you mean like tuck and roll, something like that. Also, to get outside from the music room, they'd need to have passed by us in the entrance hall. Yes, they would have. They would have. We didn't see anyone pass by, which means the killer's only escape route was this window. Killer's escape route has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. It's probably that pervert I heard about. He's the one who snuck inside the school grounds. Huh? My school swimsuit was stolen. I couldn't find it anywhere. Then, the pervert who stole Girl E's school swimsuit also murdered that girl over there? Probably locked the music room so they could rape her, but she ended up resisting. Jeez. So they frantically tried to get away, broke the window, and escaped? Stolen school swimsuit has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Isn't it bad if we stay here much longer? I mean, I don't want to get involved in something like this, and the killer might still be around too. That's bad, uber bad. We better hurry up and run. But don't we have to report this to the police? Don't you know what happens when you report this kind of stuff to the police? You become the prime suspect just because you found the body first. I definitely don't want that. Yeah, you don't want to be a suspect because you probably did it, girlie. Yeah, it'd be best if we left this room how we found it. Just lock the door and leave everything how it was. But is everything how it was? Hey, please wait, don't leave me. And our girl D, who's Mahu, is going to take photos. 3rd day. Also known as Thursday. No, I'm kidding. That's the 5th day of the week. Girl D! Sorry, did I make you wait? So what's up? You asked me to meet here. Don't tell me you're gonna confess your love to me. Huh? What happened? I want you to look at this photo. The day of the incident, I found this when I peeked into the next door classroom as I was going home. What is that? I couldn't help taking a picture. What do you think these broken vase pieces mean? Well, they would say vase. That sound we heard from the entrance hall wasn't the sound of a window breaking. What is this? I don't know anything about this vase. No. I don't know which accent to go for. If that's the case, the killer didn't escape from the window. Seriously? I don't know anything. It's okay, I made sure to throw it away. Huh? If anyone found it, you'd be in trouble, right, girlie? Are you trying to blackmail me? Of course not. That's not what this is about. If there's something you're hiding from me, I want you to say it. I mean, we're friends, right? You didn't say anything either. I knew that girl who got killed was tormenting you. Huh? No, she wasn't just tormenting you. She was seriously making your life a living hell. Ooh. That terrible girl was in your photography club back in the middle school, right? She was probably jealous of your talent, so she was supposed to be your best friend. If you'd told me, none of this would have happened. Girlie, don't tell me you... What a terrible girl. Thought she could do anything she wanted because of her family's influence. And I just couldn't stand it anymore. You know, at first I tried to talk to her, but she started talking all types of stuff, all types of smack about how she'd target me next time. So, oh boy, a lot of reading. A lot of substituting words, because I just felt like substituting them. I felt a sudden rage, and before I knew it, I was choking her, and then she lost consciousness, but things would have been worse if she woke up, so that's why I had to do something about it. But that's... Yeah, what was that last bit? Oh, I can't check the transcript. It's an older game, they don't have the transcript button. It's not my fault, or yours. It's all her fault. Girlie. Guy F. Ugh. Girl E, was it? Where it is she was with her on the day of the incident. Looks like she threw something away here. What was it? What the hell is this photo? This boss's... B. The sound of breaking glass was actually this. Wow, he really figured that out fast. If it wasn't, why did she try to secretly get rid of this? Ugh. The hell did she do to my little sister? It's like I need to ask her a few questions. Oh, okay, well, I mean, the personal involvement with being the brother, that makes more sense why you would be paying attention to those types of details. And if she really did that, I will never forgive her. Game cleared. Ah, I see. That might have been Fuyuhiko. It's like this is the end.
That's right.
That's the Truth Edition. Instance first and third days are depicted in it. Yep, now you filled in all 4 events from the first day to the 4th day. Hey Jackie, what do you think of the characters in this game? Yeah, Gaiev has emotional investment. Yeah. I think it might have been. Here you go. What? No achievements? Literally unplayable. No transcripts, no achievements. No third dimensional movement. Like Girl A and Girl B, their names make no sense and they have no romantic chemistry either. They have no romantic chemistry either. No, not that.
See?
They were talking. Looks like the ending staff roll started. Staff roll?
Perhaps.
You should be able to find out what you want to know if you look at it, probably. How am I meant to show how good I am without gamer score? Is that an actual thing? I don't know what that is. What I want to know is on the staff roll? Staff roll? Producer, Monokuma. Director, Monokuma. Supervisor, Monokuma. Yeah, this is definitely what I wanted to know. Plan scenario, Monokuma. Programmer, Monokuma. Oh, it's an Xbox thing. Okay. Graphics, Monokuma. Sound, Monokuma. I believe it. Yes, Tsumiki, Koizumi, Hyoko, Sato, Kuzuryu, and Kuzuryu. I knew it. Producer Supreme, Monokuma. Okay, so Hyoko was there. Wait, just now.
See?
See, didn't I tell you? What you want to know is going to be on there.
Miracle!
Yay! Congrats! Miracle! Congratulations! You've finally beaten Twilight Syndrome Murder Case. Now that you guys have played this game through to the end, you should already know. That's right. That game is a non-fiction game based on an actual past incident.
Is that true?
By the way,
Because,
I like games that have achievements. One of the reasons I love Steam. I do quite enjoy achievements sometimes. It needs to be implemented well. So I thought it might have been Fuyuhiko. One, because he was using a lot of crass language. Two, Yakuza are like, you know, they have familial bonds. They find that very important, right? It's like any mafia, I think, mafia family. What else was there? There was something else. Oh yeah, when we last saw Fuyuhiko, not last saw, but when we saw him one time, he was holding a folder as if he had like information on stuff. So it seemed like he had more information from the game, which meant like we didn't get that. So maybe there was something more relevant to him. So it all seemed kind of suspicious. So it kind of pointed to him playing a special role. Maybe he lent his voice acting talents to it. Who knows?
By the way, nonfiction means an original story based on historical fact or records.
Hey, answer my question.
But even if this is nonfiction, you guys probably don't remember it. Well, that can't be helped. The school life you no longer remember is the setting for the story.
Our school life?
Isn't.
Oh wait, so all of... Ah, interesting.
At any rate, congratulations! Now then, as for the ending prize that I'm supposed to give you as a reward for clearing the game, I'll then give it to you.
Ending prize?
There was only one ending prize and I already gave it to the first person who beat it.
Right, that was Fuyuhiko.
Too bad.
Oh, how disappointing.
Did you say ending prize?
Like, I was told the same thing when I beat it too. Man, I was too late. If I'd known something like that was gonna happen, I would have played the game sooner.
Ending prize has been out and just happens to look like a folder. What's up, Gamma? How are you? The ending prize isn't the problem. It's what Monokuma said earlier. He mentioned how he used our school life as the setting of the game. Just as I thought. So it's connected to that this time too. Is it really true? Someone killed Mahiru? Yeah. We're already living our school lives, and our memories were completely taken. I'm quite tired, but it's alright, I guess. Just had a busy, tiring week, so a little low on energy, but it's fine. Is something that crazy actually possible? Then what did they do to us?
Looks like there's something on your mind.
Huh?
Perhaps.
Monokuma probably said the same thing to everyone else who's been in this game. But this game is non-fiction. It is the missing link that existed in our forgotten school memories.
So do you believe it? Do you really believe our memories were taken?
I don't know, but instead of thinking about that right now, we gotta focus on solving this mystery first.
You bring the champagne? Oh man, I liked Mahiru.
Whether we believe it's the motive or not, it's clear that a murder did occur.
Oh right. Okay, so bearing in mind that if that happened during the school life, Fuyuhiko wouldn't remember it, so now he would have documentation that he remembered it. Ah, that it was all real. That seems like good motivation. Replaying all 4 games for a second time, I'm up to the midway point of this chapter's class trial. Oh, nice. Do you mean you're including Ultra Despair Girls? Interesting. It just shows how slow I am. If that's the case, then I need to question them directly. If I do that, I might be able to learn something.
You're talking about the people whose characters appear in the game, right? Then I'll go too.
That's right. If I get some information from them, I might find out about something. About the mystery behind Mahiru's death. About whether this game is true or not. And if we really had our school memories taken away.
Hey.
Then let's hurry and ask the others. And while you're at it, ask them how it feels to be characters in the game.
Leave it to me.
Also, if you want to gather your thoughts about the content of the game, talk to me anytime.
I see. Thanks, that's a huge help. I don't know where they are right now, but we won't learn anything if we just stand here. Alright, let's go!
Hello
The only game I play again is Ultra Despair Girls. The rest is amazing, but it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity or experience. Interesting. Why, hello there, Hajime and Chiaki. We meet again. Always include UDG. Okay. Interesting. Isn't Toko a character in that? I found that a little bit weird. The timing's too perfect. You were waiting. Oh wait, this is Hajime. The timing's too perfect. You were waiting here, weren't you?
You caught me?
Ah, so you caught me. Wouldn't it be best if we traveled together? If you'd been in the game, we must think similarly, right?
Man.
No, maybe I'm being a little too conceited. I like me thinking similarly to you guys. It's okay, just make your point.
Well,
It was an airport on the first island, right? I told them to meet up there.
Them?
You don't know?
Why, the characters who appeared in Twilight Syndrome murder case, of course. The girls must be busy with their investigations, too. It'd be a waste of time if we both questioned them, no?
Bye now.
If you want to hear what they have to say, you should come with me. I'll go on ahead and wait for you guys. What should we do? I guess the only thing we can do is go. I guess you're right.
Finally, I can get my steps in. How's my pet doing? Finally, some steps. Pikimi is growing. Okay, so I need to go to the first island, which is this way. Oh, hello, Jackie. I wonder if there's anything I can ask her quickly.
Hey,
Bye now. Apparently, everyone's gathered at the airport on First Island. To solve this case, we need to get information from them. The girls who are believed to be characters in the game.
Who are... It was Mahiru. I recognized Kyoko. And I recognized Fuyuhiko, but I don't know if I recognized anyone else. Well, I'll tell you, I didn't recognize anyone else, but they might have been included, other people. So I think I have 3 Monokumas. I'm probably not gonna get the last 2 hidden Monokumas. I have no idea what they are. Actually, you know what? I have a list right here. So let me see if I recognize any of them. I don't think Soto was there. I remember Sato was there. Did Tsumiki show up? Hyoko was there. Kuzuryu, Koizumi. Nidar wasn't there. Namura wasn't there. Nevermind wasn't there. I don't think Nanami was there. Might have been though. Nanami might have been there. But I don't think so. So I think that's it. I think it was just those 2. Might be wrong. Find out. Oh wait, I ran past the airport. How silly of me. I was too busy thinking about hidden Monokumas and how I don't know where they are. There we go. I feel like we're towards the end of the investigation, but still. Oh! What's Ibiki's last name? Miyoda? Must have missed it.
Hajime, over here.
Oh, and I guess Mikan, I wasn't sure about Mikan, but, it looked like it might have been there. Yeah, Tsumiki. That makes sense. So who died? It was Kuzuryu. Sorry. Mikan, Ibiki, Hyoko are all here.
The names on the staff roll for Twilight Syndrome murder case were Tsumiki, Koizumi, Saionji.
I guess it was. Saionji. Sato, Kuzuryu. So Saionji is Hyoko. But it said Hyoko as well. I swear it said Hyoko. Anyway. Koizumi, that's me, that's Mahiru. Tsumiki was Mikan. Yoda was Ibiki. Sato noticeably missing. Interesting.
Kuzuryu.
Wow.
I really wanted Fuyuhiko to come too, but he locked himself in his cottage and wouldn't come out for me.
Yeah, that's weird.
Sorry.
So unfortunately, he's absent. It's probably because I'm so incompetent. I apologize.
What?
Huh? It's okay to be absent. I thought you said we'd get executed if we didn't come.
Executed?
I mean, you said Monokuma had something important to tell us, right? But we came because you told us that. Sorry, that was a lie. A lie? You tricked us.
What the?
What the heck?
Jeez.
Fine, then I'm leaving.
Wait.
Can you wait until we finish our business with you, right, Hajime?
This is like, I'm on the same team as Nagito. I can't focus on that right now. I have to get information from them. Ibiki, you're fine, right? Hey, Ibiki, can I ask you something? Bring it on! Have you played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case? Well, that's a computer game, right? I'm basically awful at those things. Ibiki's a tough girl, so I don't touch anything powered by electricity except electric guitars! Pretty sure that's a lie, but now's not the time to really dwell on something like that. Unique tone and hyper energy. There was a character like that in the game too. Was there? Let me ask you one more thing. What's the relationship between you and Mahiru? Huh? You mean that in a preferred way? No, in a normal way. Well, even if she's dead, for God's sake. Well, even if you ask me that, Ibiki's encounter with Mahiru was
Oh!
Ah, when I asked Mahiru this morning to go to the beach with us, she made this really disappointing face. Really like her? If you're paying attention? I didn't notice. Yeah, I have no idea. Was a girl girl A? Disappointing face?
I see.
Yeah, but disappointment varies depending on the person. Ibiki associates it with department store rooftops. Let's stay focused on Mahiru.
That's totally it.
Turns out Mahiru had some business too, and she wanted to invite me to that instead. Oh yeah, that's right. Fair enough. She said something like, I was thinking about meeting with everyone, but if you already have plans. Do you know what she meant by everyone? Nope, I didn't ask. I see. Mahiru invited Ibiki. Why? I can understand Mikan though. And also why Hyoko would speak to Mikan that way. Maybe Mikan was girl A. I think girl C was the one who was hyper. Hey, do you have a minute? There's something I wanted to ask you. Have you played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, Mikan?
No, since we weren't going to play that game. Also, I'm not really good at video games. I'm pretty slow and I panic instantly.
Her timid tone. I'm pretty sure the girl A character was like that too.
Hey.
Anyway, can you tell me about your relationship with Mahiru? Relationship with Mahiru? I first met her when we first gathered at the classroom with everyone else. And after arriving at the island, I did have a few conversations with her, but... Oh, could it be? Did Mahiru hate me? That's definitely it. She hated me.
She doesn't know anything. No, it's more like she doesn't remember anything. But even though she hated
me for her to actually invite me, she must have been a really kind person.
Invite.
Mahiru invited me this morning.
This morning?
She looked very serious and she was wondering if we could all meet up so she could discuss something. But I already had plans to go to the beach, so I had to decline because I needed to prepare for that. And when I did, she made this lonely face and said that she'll reschedule for another day. But if only I went with her, this wouldn't have happened.
Mahiru invited Mikan. Why?
I see.
Looks like we've obtained 2 pretty valuable testimonies based on that. Seems like Mahiru also beat the game. Why do you know that?
You don't know?
If she hadn't, she wouldn't have chosen these people to talk to. Because she beat the game, she talked to the people who appeared in that game. Just like what we're doing right now.
But still.
But in her case, it was much more serious, probably. I mean, she was forced to learn that she was involved in that game.
It's true.
But I'm surprised. I never thought Mahiru would play that game.
It's true, that was unexpected. Nagito, didn't you tempt her into playing that game? Huh? What? I remember. Anyway, what happened to Mahiru? Did she leave saying she had some business to take care of? Huh? Why do you know that? Oh yeah. Wait, you tempted her, right? Just like you did to me.
Mean.
Tempt? That's a rude thing to say.
No, that's
That's
wrong.
disrespectful toward Mahiru.
Isn't that right?
There's no way her feelings would change just because a useless guy like me tempted her. At that time, she was already considering giving that game a try. All I did was give her a little push.
It's obvious.
That's all it was. What the heck?
Well...
But more importantly, isn't it better if we listen to what she has to say? She's been quiet as ever. I'm counting on you, Hyoko.
Hey.
If Mahiru spoke to everyone who appeared in that game, she should have talked to you too, right? Well, Hyoko?
She never talked to me at all.
Wait, what's my voice at the moment? She never talked to me at all.
That's weird.
Man, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question. So, I'm just gonna go back to my cottage now. Oh, hey, Hyoko! Ignoring my voice, Hyoko ran away as though she were avoiding me. Looks like it's okay to say she ran away. Yeah, she's clearly suspicious. That's pretty much... Oh, wait. Yeah, she's clearly suspicious. That's pretty much decided. Decided?
Now then.
Regardless, it looks like we're finished here. So why don't we part ways for now? There's still something I need to investigate.
Bye now.
I'll see you again later. Hey! What the heck is his problem? Even his exit was pushy. Jackie, what should we do? Should we go back to the scene of the crime one more time and investigate? It's very important to investigate the scene of the crime, but let's go over to Mahiru's cottage first. Mahiru's cottage? We should beat the game. It's best if we investigate there, I think.
See?
She might have that. Oh, the ending prize. If that's the case, I'll go with you. You're okay with that, right? It's your cue to say yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay, one more. To the cottages! It's a long stream. For me, at least. How's everyone doing? Are we sticking through it alright? How's my pet doing? Yeah. Oh boy. Despair. Let me eliminate despair. With some... Quadro baguette. I feel like your rewards are just better if there's no despair on it. Yay. You look away for 1 second, man. There's Chiaki. Where was is it all the guys on this side? Oh, okay. There's Chiaki's, Hyoko's, Peko, Ibiki, Mahiru. Okay, well I'm glad to see it. So thank you. The door looks unlocked.
Moving after you're told would be too third-rate, so I made sure to be one step ahead. However, removing what's inside is a huge no-no. There are others who want to investigate too.
I guess I should go inside. If there's a hidden Monokuma. Take it. Oh, there is. Heard to my room, the cottage had a somewhat pleasant smell wafting through the room. That proves Mahiru was here, but she's not coming back. Why do all the protagonists smell the girls? Then I should try looking for a naughty book. Why?
Yep.
No, I was only kidding. Kidding. Are you that kind of person? Jeez, well at least I don't feel nervous anymore. Wait, could that be the reason she said that?
See?
But it looks like we don't need to search for it. Check out that thing on the top of the bed. Top of the bed. Some hidden Monokuma.
No.
Yay. Envelope. There's an envelope on top of the bed.
Hey.
Could it be? This might be it. The ending prize Monokuma gave to the first person who beat the game. What's inside the envelope? Let's find out. I turned over the envelope and what came falling out was a few photos. This photo. This is a photo of Mikon, Ibiki, and Hyoko in what appears to be some sort of entrance hall. It's just like that game. There's a similar scenario during the first day in Twilight's True Edition. Girl B was in a bad mood because Girl A was late, and Girl D tried to cheer her up by taking her picture. Is this the photo she took? Entrance hall photo has been added to the truth bullet section. Look at this photo too. Broken vase. Vase? I don't like it at all. I don't like that word. Is that the same photo Girl D showed Girl E on the third day? As I recall, a broken vase was in the classroom next to the music room. Broken vase has been added to the truth bullet section.
But still.
This photo is more shocking. As Jackie showed the photo to me, I was stunned into silence. The Ass Queen! This is an actual photo of a dead body. Since there's a piano behind the body, it looks like it's in the music room. If that's the case, could this be the photo of the first victim? You mean it's the victim of the murder that occurred on the first day?
Oh.
Yeah, the one they blamed on a pervert. Looks like Fuyuhiko's hair color at least, so I'm guessing this is the Kuzuryu. High school girls crime scene photo has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. One more. This is the last photo.
Ah!
This is probably the photo of girl E after she got killed on the 4th day.
Oh, that's probably Sato then.
I mean, it nearly matches her body in the game.
See?
Yeah, there's no mistake. This is a photo of girl E.
Something Sato. Girl E's crime scene photo has been added to the truth bullet section.
With that, we finished looking at all the photos.
It's based on all these photos.
Yep.
Yeah, it seems pretty clear. This is the ending prize.
Sato Kaiba? Oh no. This is the ending prize for beating Twilight, and what's depicted in these photos proves that Twilight Syndrome murder case is based on an actual murder.
Does that mean the stuff about our memories being stored?
Huh?
What's this?
Is there something else?
See?
There's a note inside the envelope.
Try playing Twilight Syndrome. After you get a game over, press down 5 times for the real game. Once you do, you should remember what you all did to my sister. We'll talk then. After you get a game over, I just read this.
This note.
Wait.
Maybe the first
Time
person to
out.
be the game and receive the ending prize wasn't Mahiru.
Someone else sent this to Mahiru? That person is the one who actually received the ending prize. Mahiru wasn't just lured there by Nagito, she also received this envelope.
That's why she played that game, right?
And the person who played the game first was, this envelope looks very familiar. The word sister written in this note. Based on these clues, I can't think of anyone other than him. Yuhiko! Ending prize has been updated in your handbook. Check the truth bullet section
Hey,
to review.
hey.
Yep, I'm glad we came here to investigate, because we did that, we discovered a very important clue.
Yeah, I agree. There's still one thing left. We have to find out who actually killed Mahiru, but there's not much time left. I need to hurry. Oh, look. These photos, Mahiru must have taken them. She probably developed them at the supermarket. And in this situation, there's a lot of photos of smiling people. Is that because of her personality? Aw, that's sweet. Window. Just like my cottage, it has an open design that invokes a feeling of tropical relaxation. So much that catches my eye. Okay, then I think we can just leave safely, right? No more extra hidden Monokumas, right? Let's go. Leave here? Yep. I'm not exactly sure where we have to go. Maybe the crime scene one more time?
Hajime and Chiaki, what a coincidence. Something happens twice, 3rd time's the charm, so they say.
What coincidence? Are you a stalker or something?
Now.
Don't say that. I was just thinking about filling you in on the results of my investigation.
Results? Did you find something?
Bow to me.
I'll let you know if you drop to your knees and lick my shoes.
Huh?
Just kidding, I was joking.
Didn't sound like a joke to me.
Actually,
It sounded like a memory of Byakuya from times past.
Well, it's about the footprints. The killer left their footprints in front of the beach house, right?
Did you find out whose footprints those are?
If you want to know, I highly recommend you come to the beach house with me.
With you?
Of course, you'll come with me, right?
I don't trust him as far as I can throw him, but if I can get a clue. What are you going to do, Chiaki?
I'm going to try to talk to Fuyuhiko and see if he can tell me anything.
So,
You truly started truly hating Nagito. Interesting.
So I'll leave this to you.
yep.
Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. If someone like me tried to talk to him, it'd be impossible, but it might be different with a girl.
This but loving? Is at this point in the game I started truly hating loving? What do you mean?
Just be careful that he doesn't get rough with you.
yep.
I guess this is where we part. I'll see you later, Hachime.
What?
Huh? Did you actually want her to stay?
Actually, what do you mean?
Bye now.
Let's go. I'll go on ahead to the beach house and wait there.
Oh boy. Do I have what hidden? Are those all the hidden Monokumas? I just want to check. This is my house. Welcome to my house. There's no way I can go back to my cottage and rest right now.
Just wanted to check how many hidden Monokumas I got.
I can't remember. How are you doing? Yep, order. Let's go. So I don't see a reason why Fuyuhiko would want to kill Mahiru. He's just really suspicious. Who showed up? I'm trying to remember. Mikan's probably safe. Ibiki's probably safe. Oh yeah, they were the first people to show up, now that I already think about it. What was I thinking?
So I guess it comes down to Hyoko and Hiko. Also, I just remembered another detail from that story I told earlier about that girl who just flashed everyone with her bra. So what happened was, actually, I left out one small detail. It was actually relatively unprompted. Because what happened was... Is this the only way I can get to Chandler Beach? Okay. So what happened was, one of the people there said, "Do you have your swimming costume?" And she went, and then just did that, and we were all a little bit shocked because it was just a bra.
So you have appeared.
I was right.
Huh?
What
I
happened?
already assumed you would come here.
Fine.
There is nothing you can hide from me, the supreme overlord who wields the four dark devas of destruction. Thus, I know everything. For instance, I happen to know you fiends.
I can see
Are preoccupied with your infantile beach play.
Nature, the collective
matters
will
not.
of the world.
For what I love is silence and solitude. That's right. That's it. That's precisely it. I see, so you wanted to be invited too. Shame. I would have rather spent time with Gundam than Soda. The all-seeing eye. Clatter, clatter, clatter. I completely forgot the door went open because Mahiru's body is blocking it. I should go around the other side. Well, I mean, I didn't get to see the dialogue about it the first time, so I just wanted to see what would happen. Nagito.
Now then.
Hell, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
Let's try going inside.
Earring?
My,
Nagito,
Oh yeah, what did you think, Sonia?
Whoa!
whoa! Why the hell are you here?
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Kazuichi. Thanks for going easy on me earlier. Thanks to you, I was able to walk away with just mild bruising. You clearly think like an ultimate.
What the heck?
Ah, this bastard. You two have arrived at a good time. Big news, I've discovered something very terrible.
Terrible discovery.
Not only that, I believe it's nothing like Sonia's, but there's something I noticed too.
You too, Mikon?
Yep, this is great. It looks like the investigation is reaching its boiling point.
Yeah, Nagito. Hey, tell me what you know already. Didn't you find out whose footprints those were? Actually, how are you able to find that out?
After listening to everyone's story at the airport, I went to a certain place. Well, it's probably better to say I snuck in to everyone's cottages.
Wow. Everyone's cottages?
Yep.
I told Monokuma I needed access for the investigation, so he simply let me in.
That bastard. He did something shady again.
Now then.
But why did I do something like that? Well, I'll explain my reasoning to you.
Nagito squatted down near the entrance to the beach house and began to spread some papers he was holding.
See?
Come on, Hajime, take a look.
Did he, like, imprint everyone's shoes?
After all, I went to the trouble of gathering all this.
Oh, he drew around it. Okay, traced it.
There's footprints.
I see, so the reason you snuck inside everyone's cottages was...
Yep.
That's right, I wanted to get a sample of everybody's footprints. But unfortunately, Fuyuhiko wouldn't leave this cottage, so I couldn't complete it. Well, I guess it's no big deal. It seems obvious that the footprints belong to this person.
Whose footprints are they? They're Hyoko's, I'm guessing. I'm a messed up little turd. It's
Yep.
probably Hyoko. Yeah, Hyoko Saionji. We saw her leaving. Hyoko's?
Well,
To be honest, the reason I summoned her to the airport was so I could lure her out of her cottage.
Oh. But you were also there.
She shut herself inside her cottage, remember? If she stayed in there, I couldn't sneak in.
perhaps.
So I figured if I lured her out, she wouldn't be in a hurry to go back to her cottage.
You're treating her like a small animal.
But it was totally worth it. The footprint I collected there was smaller than anyone else's and matched the footprints at the beach house. Yep, there's no mistake. These are Hyoko's footprints.
Footprints on the beach has been updated.
Also, it's not like I was snooping around or anything, but I found something really interesting at her cottage.
Something interesting?
See?
I found a lot of these candies inside her room.
Yeah, I already knew about this. That's...
They're gummy candies that come in 4 different flavors: strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. Looks like she got it from the supermarket. Apparently she really likes this brand of gummies.
Oh, you mean gummy? That's my favorite as well. Favorite brand.
It should have been other gummy brands, but she only brought home a bunch of these. People are like that sometimes. There are people who will only eat the same brand even if it's just potato chips. What's wrong with that? Well, it's not clear if this relates to the incident, but I thought I should tell you just in case. Just in case, coming from this guy, that means it probably greatly relates to the incident. Okay, we got the gummy bag. You tell me your thing, Sonia.
Big news!
Listen, I have big news. Huge, huge news! What's the big news?
See?
Remember that Sun Witch Esperito mask that I was next to in Mahiru's body? Oh, that was next to Mahiru's body, sorry. Oh, the mask the killer used to hide their face. No, that is not correct. The mask was not used to hide their face. And what was it for?
Well?
Sparkling Justice!
Ah, so it was one of those serial killers that you mentioned earlier.
Huh? Sparkling Justice is a serial killer and self-professed ally of justice whose name makes mankind shudder. They wear a hero mask at all times. Supposedly they are a serial killer who only murders other criminals. Sorry.
That is an order!
Do not look so disappointed, Hajime. You need to be surprised.
Hey,
The Sparkling Justice character. That's the serial killer you were talking about before, right? It's true that the mask we found is a hero mask, but
wow!
it is a heroine mask to be precise.
I've never seen a serial killer. Yeah.
Sun Witch Esperito is a pretty witch girl. See? A heroine.
Anyway,
Anyway, you're saying it's possible that the serial killer is the one who killed Mahiru? Which means there's a serial killer hiding in Mogus. I'm pretty sure I've seen a twist like this in some video game.
Yeah. This is stupid. Serial killer my ass. The killer just used it to cover their face.
That's weird.
Already a serial killer. Serial killer? I hardly serial know her. Yeah.
But even so, they sure chose something that stands out.
That might be true, but
however,
Though it's easy to write this off as foolish, it might be best if we exercise some caution.
no, you think that's bad. I found like 3 images that make me feel like I'm having a stroke when reading them. And one of them is that famous Garfield comic, you know. Why do they call it oven when you of in the cold food, of out hot eat the food?
Sonia, can you tell me everything you know about this so-called Sparkling Justice?
as the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil.
I said, why do they call it oven when you of in the cold food of hot? I messed it up. When you of in the cold food of out hot eat the food. The hell?
Justice complete. The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice!
Oh, she just admitted to it. A confession. What the heck was that?
Well,
That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase.
what?
Like a superhero.
An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase?
Do you have him
I
in?
read it in a magazine in the library. There's only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice.
And her outline got a little spiky. Yeah.
The article was written in their native language, so I had tried translating it. However, in the end, that journalist was punished by Sparkling Justice too. No good can come from getting involved with a serial killer.
Yeah. You would know.
The serial killer might not want to hear that from you. This is all I know about Sparkling Justice. Thanks to the masks, nobody knows their true age or gender, making them a very mysterious individual.
Hey, isn't that kind of a stretch to say that there's a serial killer hiding in our group?
Listen,
No, it does not mean they are in our group. It is possible that the serial killer was lurking on this island all along before they decided to murder Mahiru.
Well,
That's probably not possible.
But also, they might have read the thing that you read. That was in a different language if they just happened to speak that language.
But that's the only thing I can think of. I mean, no matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it. How one of us is capable of committing such a horrible murder. No matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it. Sonia, I do understand Sonia's feelings, but it's highly unlikely that there's a serial killer hiding on this island.
And Mikon had something to say. Mikon, you had something to say too, right?
But, well, compared to the others, what I have to say isn't that important.
I only have 5 minutes to get this under 3 hours.
So please don't get your hopes up and be disappointed.
I get it, so just get on with it.
I tried my best to perform the autopsy and I was able to find out Mahiru was definitely killed by a blow to the head. She was probably struck from behind by one blow. Based on the scar of the weapon, it's clearly the metal bat. But every dark cloud has a silver lining, as they say. It looks like Mahiru didn't suffer.
What does that mean?
well,
There's no doubt that she died instantly.
Ah, so she didn't crawl, so someone moved her. Ah, interesting. Death was instant? That sounds a little strange. I think I better remember that. Yukon's autopsy report has been added to the truth board section of your handbook.
And there's another thing I found. Oh, I'm sorry, I started talking my own. Were you busy right now?
Just tell me.
During the autopsy, I discovered this in Mahiru's pocket.
It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Yeah. No, wait, that's completely different to what it said. Hold on. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. Trial streams anymore. Okay. That's completely different to what it says there. It seems that somebody wants to interfere with our meeting. Okay, this part is the same. Let's keep it in secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It'd be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Okay, so Hyoko wanted to meet with her at 2:30 p.m. 2:30 p.m. We know Hyoko left the beach at around 3:30. No, 3 p.m. Sometime after 3 p.m. Okay. Hyoko Sanji. This letter.
If this letter is real, it would mean Hyoko met up with Mahiru, right? Plus, Mahiru's estimated time of death was around 3 p.m. and they met 30 minutes prior. If we think about what that implies, then... Oh, I'm starting to get confused!
If it's true, what does it mean? What happened between Mahiru and Hyoko? Later on, Mahiru has been added to the truth board section of your handbook. Okay, there we go. Technically, I finished the investigation in under 3 hours.
Time for unparalleled hedonism has come to an end.
I just want to point out, shame, poor Flo. So Flo helps me out with the time estimations for my streams sometimes, especially for Danganronpa, well, specifically Danganronpa, and yeah, so greatly underestimated the speed at which I can slowly play through a game. The exact wording was, let me see if I can find it. I think it should be possible. And I said, oh, you said, I don't think it'll be more than 2 hours. And I said, no, thanks, as long as it's less than 3, I think that'll be fine. Oh, definitely less than 3. Okay, not definitely, but it's more than 3, then I'm blameless. Some top-notch black hole time dilation for that. Yep, that's it precisely.
Come! Now is the time to fight the decisive battle! The hostility of fresh blood.
Did I really do some...
insanity of a contest of wits! The class trial is finally raising its curtain!
How did I do some top-notch black hole time dilation? I didn't even notice.
So meet up in front of...
Flo does try to help. Let's all thank Flo for a second. Flo's great. And continued support. It's all really wonderful. I really appreciate it a lot.
Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance.
I need help. I need help.
I'll see you soon!
Can anyone figure out where the top-notch black hole time dilation was? In the stream? I think we just spotted some of it.
Now then.
Looks like it's time. I guess the investigation is over. So it's finally starting. The class trial where our hopes and the killer's hope will finally clash. But it's alright. Either way, hope will win in the end.
Alright.
Now then, let's go prove it. What's he so excited about? There's no reason to respond to a guy like that. Anyway, we should start heading over. The trial field where Monicum is waiting. I have to make my case there.
There is no escape.
We have no choice but to press forward. Now then, let's go. As we talked among ourselves, we left the beach house in Mahiru's body. Should I end it here? I wonder if this is the, like, if I should just cut it off here and then, like, we'll enter the trial hall and everything tomorrow. I think that could be an idea. Destination is Monokuma Rock. Oh, my bad. I always forget. Yeah, I'm happy to end it here. Let me check my pet first. Yeah, knew it. Yeah, I think we'll end it here and then we'll continue on Monday, starting the trial. Sound good? I'm just tired at this point. I don't want to read anymore. Let's go to the main menu.
Danganronpa.
Yeah, you want to call me? Okay, fine. I guess I get to get an earful later. Thank you to everyone who was here. It was a long stream, but I hope you enjoyed some of it, or if I'm lucky, maybe even all of it. That would be crazy. Yeah, we'll be back with more on Monday. Have a good time, have a good weekend, and hopefully I'll see you there. An earful, he says. I don't know, we'll see. I suppose my whole thing here is giving you guys an earful. It's just speaking the whole time. Anyway, bye everyone.